to record first.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we ready to record? Oh, yeah, awesome. So, last session started on the outskirts of the delightful coastal town of Sea Spray in conversation.
Why not, you know?
It's a good start. Ooh. You decided to tell her about the body of the Knight of Crucible and all the consequences that might entail. You were taken directly to the Mar Manse, the seat of supposed power in Sea Spray, the home of Baroness Saltina Mar, though she's currently not there. She's off gallivanting around Crucible, though she should be back soon, supposedly. You were given a bit of a tour of the town, but eventually were taken before the steward of the House of Mar, Abaris Usani, who rewarded you for bringing the body to him and assured you that the body would be taken and the arrangements would be made to take the body to return it to Crucible itself. He also had a little side conversation with Skrick about trash collection in the town of Sea Spray, and you have a meeting arranged for tomorrow morning. You then headed to the Salty Knucklebone Inn on the advice of the militia woman, and met the proprietors, Patty, Porky, and Pudley Fishburne, who you had some conversations with. Skrick showed interest in a particular mug with a base made of Lumen lenses.
Yeah.
And you heard a few little clues about the light bearers after inquiring, that Yormag and Sigurd had been seen talking jovially about Primrose and Morrigan and the town and in the Salty Knucklebone Inn itself, and that the light bearers, as far as anyone knows, passed through Sea Spray without real event, though perhaps there's more to be asked about it. You asked out at the stables, meeting a man by the name of Zenthi Karosk, who asked for your help pushing some unwelcome people off of his family's land. You found out that these people were in the employ of Sartris Varlin, a name known to you as an animal capturer and trader and supposedly not a very nice person. And Zenthi Karosk also asked you for magical help with his tooth, his wooden tooth which comes alive at night, since it had been enchanted before by a travelling bard called Corian Moon. The party went back to the Knucklebone Inn to collect Skrick, who'd been working in the kitchen, to pay for his board and lodging for the night. And then you headed off towards the Kerosk fields. You saw many different animals caged and chained in the field, looking thoroughly miserable, before you confronted two overseers and their labourer lackeys, beginning peacefully, demanding they get off your land, that this was your barn, Skrick. But it didn't go down that well. And things got tense, and we now seem to be coming to blows. So, without further ado, I shall move us promptly over to our battle map. So, you should be able to see everything around you.
It's a bit dark, but yes.
This is how I've set everybody up. Oh, I can change the lighting a little bit. Yoop.
Seems alright to me.
It does look a little dark.
But it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
really-
Let me script. Oh no, you did it.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Cool. So you see yourself surrounded by a barn. You're in this barn space, wooden floor. There are cages around you with manner of exotic animals in them. There are some labourers around you, some blocking the door which you entered through behind you, and the woman who you'd been speaking to and hadn't made any real headway with is in front of you just here. If you feel you would have been in a different position, feel free to move yourselves around. but this was the impression that I got. And apart from that, there are stacks of hay, some baled, some not. There is a ladder leading up to a kind of a first floor, like a balconied area, and I'm representing it on the map so you can see what ground it covers by. If you look at the floor, there's like a different pattern to the floor over here. So that has an upstairs to it as well. So just let me know if you want to climb up the ladder. But things were coming to blows, and so without further ado, we shall take battle. Could you please roll initiative for me?
Yes. 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 Um, yeah.
Okay. Just have to quickly change this. And be on our way. Remind everyone that they have a singular hero point to start the session. A turn. A turn. A turn. A turn. And they're all the same modifier. It's just +4. 2. So we've got a 10. A 9. A 23. And a 19.
Does Morgan have Revna out?
Anya isn't here to respond right now, so just for the sake of keeping
Yep.
Revna alive, I'm going to say she's in tattoo mode right now.
Cool.
Hup! And Morgan's initiative. Right then. Without further ado, quickest on the draw are a couple of the labourers who are going to move a little bit, spread themselves out. So that's a step. And then they're going to where is it? Yeah. I love these stat blocks so much. They're going to throw an apple at you. And this one's going to throw it at Celia. +5. Still getting used to this new Roll20 layout. Celia, a 21 to hit you.
Would hit, but I'll use the
Reactive shield?
Is it? Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember my feats. What they do? Reactive shield.
Hell yeah. Shield comes up, the apple clangs against the shield, and this guy, seeing that, is going to continue to spread out this way. This one is going to do a similar thing. Move up to here. And is going to throw a bottle. And it's going to throw the bottle at... Seeing Celia's blocked one. Let's throw the bottle at the closest person, which would be Gwilyn. And this is 5.
How long does the reactive shield last for? Is it just that attack?
I don't think so, but I will check. That is a miss. The labourer is then going to move up to try and intimidate you. Primrose just gets in your face. And it is your turn.
Primrose gonna cast her tree.
Oh, protect a tree.
Protect a tree. Comes right here. And she's gonna move away from this guy over here.
Very cool.
That's it.
Perfect. Celia.
Just checking if it can be. I cannot tell.
I think it's just for that attack.
Yeah. Okay.
So start your turn. You do not have your shield raised currently.
Well, let's do one action to do that.
Very nice.
Let's do another action to. Sorry, I was just woken up for a nap, so I'm kind of like brain is still catching up.
No worries at all.
So bear with me as I just.
Of course.
I'm going to use my another action to do Devoted Guardian
Very cool.
on Gwillem.
Sweet. So she gets +1 to her AC. I'll put another shield on as a reminder. Bink.
And then as my last action, I will try and demoralize this guy
Sweet.
as the whoever threw the apple, like the front of the shield. I think she just sort of like it sort of crunches into the shield and starts sliding down it, and she just grabs it in her other hand and just takes a bite out of it and spits it on the floor.
That's this guy over here.
Yeah, I should do that. And maybe
Very
I'll.
cool.
But I mean, I was still gonna try and demoralize maybe this guy who's like next to him.
Got it.
She kind of stares him down slightly.
Roll that intimidation check for me against his will save or will DC, which is not great.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well, so
Yeah, not quite. But you get the impression they see you're here to do business.
yeah, that's fine.
Morrigan. Morrigan has buffy stuff, so let's do some buffy stuff.
And just so I'm clear, because we haven't played in a while, raising a shield is an action every turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Morrigan is going to. What does protection do? That's against alignments. Morrigan's not going to do anything too crazy. She's going to cast Nudge Fate. On Skrick. Skrick, I'm going to represent it as a little feather. Essentially, if you would miss an attack or a skill check by a 1,
Yeah.
it gives you a little nudge over that line. That's one action. And then she's going to do telekinetic projectile at the guy who threw an apple at Celia, which is over here. Oh, she's just out of range. She'll do it at the closer guy. Telekinetic projectile. Oh, did not roll. Wait, what? The dice says 19.
Oh.
Apparently she rolled a 3. That is the end of her turn. The bandit up here. So she is going to try and intimidate. Gonna try and intimidate you, Primrose.
Yeah.
Intimidation.
Ooh.
She snarls down at you. Come to the wrong place. How does an 18 do against your will DC? So that's your will save plus 10. So it's
You don't roll
Jesus.
it.
It's 10 normally, so your will DC is 20 then. So she
Oh.
fails. So you just
Yeah.
look up at her with your innocent features and just shrug it off entirely. With that, she's actually going to back up a little bit to here. And she is going to use her sling to throw a projectile at you, Primrose.
Believe.
Cha. Only a 12. Goes
Oh,
flying
misses.
wide. The ruffian behind seems a bit more direct. Brutish half-orc man. Slamming a club into his open palm. He's just going to wade straight in. Closest target is Celia. Takes 2 strides to get there. As he comes charging in. And he's just going to smack you with his club. A 21 to hit.
No.
Hell
Free.
yeah, the shield. Shield deflects it. Don't even need the tree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
What's your AC with the shield?
22.
Oh, damn.
very cool. That is his full turn. Labor over here, who's been mocked and had stuff thrown at him. He's going to throw a bottle at Scrick.
Bottle of what?
Bottle of booze, and he misses entirely.
I thought you were going to say bottle of poo for some reason.
Throws a bottle of poo, and he's gonna skirt round. He's actually gonna move 15, 25 to here, and then he's gonna take cover behind the cage, which will give him. I can't remember what it's called. It's like moderate cover, medium cover, which is a +2 to his AC. And then finally, this guy is going to use one action to climb up the ladder. And then he's going to throw an apple. I love that apple, guys. At Gwilyn. Haven't landed a single hit on you guys yet. See if we do now. No. With the... Oh, that might be your +1 AC doing it there. Check. And that was a 10. Yeah, misses. So she kind of shelters against you, Celia, and you swing the shield round and bat the apple out of the sky. And then he's just going to move further along upstairs. I'll put a little marker on him to remind you guys that he's upstairs rather. Yeah. That for now. Cool. Scrick, last person in the round.
Sprick's gonna shout out, "You better leave or I'm gonna start getting rid of these animals myself." And he's gonna run up towards a bear.
Very cool.
And he's gonna use his quick draw to do a shot at that person down there.
Oh, hell yeah. He's got no cover from that angle.
He definitely looks like he's running for the cage.
Oh, 20 definitely hits for 3 damage. Nice. Yeah, a grazing blow. Scrapes across the shoulder. You hear a yelp from behind the cage. Top of the round. The labourer down here. Sees what you're doing, Scrick. He's like, oh, fuck. Comes running. 1 stride. 2 stride. 3 stride. Just runs to get in the way of you. That's his full turn. Guy over here. He's going to come in and attack Gwilyn. His melee attack is just a fist.
Gwilym's not on the turn order, by the way.
Oh shit! I knew I'd miss someone.
I only just noticed.
Give her.
She should be a familiar.
Jesus. Yeah, she'll go. Put her in her proper place, but she'll go after this one. Blah, 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 blah. And the guy swings a fist, +7 to this. Against her current AC of 18! He lands a critical hit. As he clocks her right in the face. It's going to be 1d4 +3 times 2.
Wait. Who's
Oh, the
attacking?
tree! So it would be 8 damage. Can the
My
tree take
tree.
8 damage?
It can take 8
Oh
damage.
yeah! So as the fist comes down, the tree. Oh, I love the tree so much.
Just
leans
doing
down.
Minecraft.
Yeah, tree punch. A little block of wood falls out.
Is Minecraft Steve apparently the most overpowered Smash character like who has ever existed?
He is. Yeah, he gets banned all the time.
I don't know
Seeing
why
the
that's
magical
funny.
tree, he's gonna be like, "Oh fuck!" and run around here. Primrose, your turn.
Primrose gonna stand by the tree. I can't heal the tree. Can I? I don't think I can.
Don't know.
I'm not gonna heal the tree, but I'm
Okay.
just curious if I could. I was just trying to look up what I can summon because I can summon plant or fungus. So I was just trying to figure out what I could summon.
That's super cool. Let me have a little look. Summon.
And I'm thinking maybe a vine lasher or a vine leshy or whatever it is.
Whose level is -1, such as those below.
Oh, -1. Okay. Didn't give me a. Oh, there's only one that's -1.
The Yellow Musk Thrall.
Yellow musk fall.
Oh, it's horrifying. It's like an undead thing.
Undead thing. What can it do?
It's mindless. Has 12 HP, 14 AC. It's pretty good for like messing with the enemies. If an
does
enemy
mindless do?
mindless means you can't affect it with like fear or any mental effects. Anything with a
Okay.
mental keyword doesn't have any effect to it or mental trait. When it ends its turn next to someone or someone ends their turn next to it, they have to do a reflex save or they get grabbed by it, which is pretty good.
Do that.
Cool.
So I can cast it 30 feet away. So I
Amazing.
imagine it just grows up out of the ground next to somebody who's 30 feet away.
Oh my god, they're gonna freak the fuck out.
Not quite. That person there, I guess? Behind the thing? Can I see them behind the thing? Oh, I'll just do it next to them, like that.
Where are you pinging? Sorry, I was making the token.
There.
Oh yeah, easily. So token download. Make it yellowy border. Gosh. Yeah, so growing out, like cracking between the floorboards, these vines with skeletal remains entwined between them, take shape as a yellow musk thrall.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
So that's 3 actions, I think. So the next turn, do I have to command it? Does it get its own turn? I have no idea.
Let's have a look. So it is the spell Summon Plant or Fungus. This works like Summon Animal. Zoop. It is 3 actions. And I remember reading this before. I think it does go on your turn when you summon things. Right, let's have a little check. Summoned. A creature called by a spell or effect gains the summoned trait. A summoned creature can't summon other creatures, create things of value, or cast spells that require cast. Has the minion trait. Blah 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 blah. Generally attacks your enemies to the best of its ability. If you can communicate with it, you can attempt to command it, but the GM determines the degree to which it follows your commands. Immediately when you finish casting the spell, the summoned creature uses its 2 actions, because it's a minion, so it only has 2 actions on its turn, not 3. For that turn, once the summoned creature... So yeah, I think it has the same initiative as you.
Okay.
It will just
Cool.
take its 2 turns at the end of your turn each round, basically. You summoned
Okay.
it here.
Yeah. So you said it can grab people. Let's have it do that.
It does it automatically. It doesn't even spend actions for that. So it has 2 actions. What would you like it to do? Should I just have it attack?
What can it do?
Not too much. It is a basic boy. It has fist attack. Its fist attack is like the same as the guy. And when it's reduced to low HP. Oh, that's so cool! I fucking love Pathfinder. When it gets to low HP, basically the vines, like as the limbs are breaking, the vines take hold of the limbs more, and it gets a reach of 10 feet instead of like 5 feet.
Hate it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So I just do fist attacks, seeing as it is where you want it to be.
Yeah, as long as it's... I mostly wanted it to grab things, so
Yeah.
as long as it's doing other things, that's a bonus.
+7 to this. Hello, my love.
Hello.
Oh!
Hello.
Oh. I rolled a fucking nat 20 again.
No.
So, D4... I should just get you rolling this, really. D4 +3... So 6 becomes 12. He pummels this guy in the face. Crunching as you hear the sound of his nose breaking. And then up to you, would you like him to... So when monsters sometimes have an ability called Grab with their melee attacks, which basically means they can spend an action to automatically have the other person grabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's now grabbed by that. And also, when the thrall strikes a creature, that creature is exposed to yellow musk creeper pollen.
Gross.
Oh my god, this gets so weird. Yellow musk. Grey pollen. A will save. So... Dog. Oh god, he only has a will of +3. So he's grabbed. So as this creature punches and like just holds him round the face, you see this like yellowy pollen spraying out around as well. It's grabbed. The guy makes a will save. He's got +3 to this. So a 17 isn't bad. Which would succeed. Success. The creature is unaffected. Okay. Cool. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Summoning. That is your full turn, Primrose, so it is your turn, Celia.
Pretty easy for me. Raise your shield as 1 action. Devoted Guardian as a 2nd action. And
Fucking awesome.
strike this guy with my 3rd action.
The ruffian. Perfect. Roll that dice. Oh, that's a critical hit.
Yeah.
Roll critical damage for me, please. 12 slashing
damage.
damage. Holy mackerel. Yeah, you slash, you adopt this wide stance, shielding Gwilyn. The guy's kind of chuckles to himself, seeing you're going all defensive, and then the sword flashes up and scars him brutally across the chest and neck.
You'll get another if you don't take us to your boss.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not going great for these guys. Morrigan, you are here now. Would you like to take your turn? I have Revna safe as a tattoo mode at the moment. I thought I didn't want Revna to get hurt, so...
No, that's what she would do. Thank you. It's still currently loading for me. I've got to log in. So
That's
if you
okay.
want to do it, you're more than welcome to do it.
That is totally fine.
Just
Morrigan
whether or not.
is going to stay around the protector tree, actually. I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to do the old telekinetic projectile. just against this guy. This immediate threat right here. Whatcha? Oh my god, I've rolled so many nat 20s. What the
Jesus.
fuck? Oh, I rolled bad on the damage at least. So 8 damage. This guy's he's slammed in the side of the head by a large padlock that was on the floor. Clunk into his head.
I got 2 crits on him in a row.
Yeah. And then Morrigan will do Nudge Fate on... Oh, I think it's a sustain, so I could have just kept it on Scrick. So yeah, she'd do that. 1 action to sustain, 1 action telekinetic projectile.
Can you sustain if something moves out of the range of where you originally cast?
I think so. Yeah, I remember looking into this before, and it's almost like concentration where it's you're keeping the thing there.
No, it makes sense. Just wondered.
Yeah. Good questions.
Because I got loads of spells to cast.
Yeah. The bandit. Partner in crime's having a bad time. Bandit is going to... gonna fire her sling at the yellow musk creeper. This thing's scary as fuck. A 19 will definitely hit. 8 damage. It's still up.
Yeah.
She's gonna spend an action to reload the sling. Puts another rock into her sling, and she's gonna try again with a multiple attack penalty. And I believe that's a miss. The creeper has an AC. Not the creeper.
Propulsive trait, I mean.
14. It adds your strength to the damage because your strength goes into like the throw of it.
Makes sense.
So yeah, 14. It just kind of clonks off of it. She hits a vine instead of the skeleton, or the other way around. That is her full turn. Oof, the ruffian. Let's see. It's not an idiot. Going to... Gonna try and shove you, Celia.
Okay.
So I believe it's your reflex DC.
17.
Thank you. His athletics is +7.
Yeah, not a crit, thankfully.
Does very well, but not a crit. So he will use that to make you go prone.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna... He's scared, because you can still take this action, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna step back.
Yeah, how was the prone fucking symbol?
It was...
Cannot see it for the life of me.
There. I got it.
Oh, well done.
So would you like to use your reaction to attack opportunity?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's no one else in the immediate. Yeah, I will.
Yep. Prone doesn't make this any worse. Just a normal attack. Yeah, that hits for 8 damage. Oh god. He is hobbling away from you. His final action. Yeah, fuck this. See ya! Ooh, it goes running off.
Bye bye.
The labourer over here. Got shot by Scrick. He's gonna come for Scrick. How dare you shoot me? 25. Come on, flank ya. Go for a fist attack. +7 to this.
Misses.
15 misses. Nice. That is his full turn. The labourer upstairs is going to continue the bombardment of apples. Oh fuck! I keep forgetting Gwilyn.
Gwyn
He's
can.
gonna throw an apple at Gwilyn. It's only a +5 to this. She currently has an AC of 18. So because of your devoted guardian, that misses.
Good.
You block it, and then he's going to do a multiple attack penalty. So this is just a straight roll. Nope. And then he's going to. He's got an idea. He's going to move over here. He's still upstairs. Right, Gwilyn. Poor Gwilyn. Gwilyn is going to take a shot at Bandit over there. I have given Gwilyn some specific stuff, so she's not a proper PC, but she's got some bits and pieces. So she's going to use Archer's Aim for one action, and then what have I done to this character sheet? Ugh. Made the window all tiny. There we go. And then she's going to take a short bow shot. So she's got an extra +2 to this. 18 will hit. Unfortunately, it was a very lackluster damage. And she will just take another shot. Why not? Doesn't have a +2 to this one. So yeah, that one misses. Just firing off arrows. Skrick, your turn.
Can you see where the lock is on this cage?
Absolutely, it's the direction you're. It's this side.
Okay. So, out of the way, cheese balls! Move up there. And then you try and unlock it.
Okay, go ahead and make a thievery check for me. This looks like a pretty poor lock. How'd you
We could have to kill a bear.
15.
do?
You just let it go.
Let the bear run free.
It's a caged bear. I don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna.
well.
I don't think it's gonna tell the difference between us and them.
How did you do? What did you roll? I'm looking at-
15.
15 is enough. It clicks open.
And then he will climb on top of the cage.
Nice. You clamber up. You don't have a climbing speed, right?
Shit, I don't know if you don't know if it's all you do.
It's easy to climb on this. It's almost like a ladder. So just do an athletics check for me, please. But it's a very low DC. DC of 5. Oh, yeah. You easily clamber up to the top of the cage.
He looks
Very
at the
nice.
guys and he's like, "Have fun!"
As the cage begins to swing open, and seeing as we're at the top of a new round, I will roll for the bear's initiative.
Plan successful.
10.
If he was doing the lock and
Mhm.
he did it, could he have broken it doing it after?
So
Could
that
he
it
have let-
was.
Could he have forced the lockpick in so it can't be reclosed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool. Gwilyn's turn now in the correct turn order. Seeing that the woman's over here and thinking about your training together, she is going to move here. She's still adjacent to you, so she still gets the guardian, devoted guardian stuff. And she is going to Archer's Aim, take a shot. So step, Archer's Aim, shoot. Ooh, that's definitely a hit, but again, I rolled shite for damage. So this person's barely getting hit, just grazed. This guy over here, seeing the door open on the cage. It's a fucking black bear. He doesn't want any of that shit. Boss, they've opened the cage. Comes running around here. This guy is currently grabbed by a horrible vine zombie thing. He is going to try and kill it. He's going to punch it.
Punch.
+7. That hits. D4 +3.
Oh, so you got 4 HP.
Yeah. Punched it down.
Yeah.
No longer grabbed. But I believe I'm reading it right. He has to do another will save. That's a 15. What is... Hang on, I can just check on your character sheet rather than peppering you with questions. What is your class DC, Primrose? 18. Oh shit, he fails. Right, I need to look up this condition because I actually haven't even done it before. Basically, the pollen can make people fascinated. It's like an actual condition. By the thing that created the musk thrall, which in this case is Primrose.
Okay.
You are fascinated. You are compelled to focus your attention on something, distracting you from whatever else is going on around you. You take a -2 penalty to perception and skill checks, and you can't use actions with the concentrate trait. Blah 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 blah. Cast a spell. It ends if hostile actions are happening. I'm going to say for this turn, he just kind of peeks. So this thing's dead now. The labourer just kind of peeks round and just stares at you, Primrose. Like
Okay.
you're a fascinating relic or a specimen of some kind. It's just like, whoa, as he peers around the side of the hay bale. And I'll say he'll use... Oh no, he's stepped. I'll say he uses his last action to take cover behind the hay bale, peering out at you.
That's creepy.
It'll just be basic cover. Primrose, your turn.
Primrose, a little bit concerned about a bear. Not much I can do, to be honest. Where's the orc guy? Is not. I can't see him.
Yeah, you saw him disappear around the side of this door. The south.
This guy just about in range. I'll do a little spout.
Very cool.
There you go.
Basic reflex saving throw.
1 again. Literally, I don't think I've rolled higher than a 5 damage on this.
Yeah, I remember. So poopy. +5 to this. It's only a 10, so he fails. So he takes the normal damage for 5 damage. Ouch. And then... Cool. Anything else?
Just gonna move to the other side of the tree.
Oh, other side from the bear. Very sensible.
Yeah.
Celia,
Okie doke.
currently prone.
1 action to stand up.
Very nice. No longer prone.
Bear is still an issue.
To get up high, that was my idea. Climb on the cage.
Yeah, you got a ladder here.
It's true. And there is a guy up there.
There is throwing apples.
Bears can climb though, right?
Yeah,
Not a ladder.
they'd probably struggle with a ladder, yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that. Based on videos of bears I've seen.
Scary bear. We'll see. We'll see what it does.
I genuinely don't know what to do. Because, I mean, we were hoping to find information here, but this kind of devolved into chaos. I was hoping
You can always make your attacks non-lethal. If you do a non-lethal attack with a normally lethal weapon, it's a -2 to hit, but otherwise all the effects are normal.
I was looking to not get her information out of her more than anyone.
Yeah, you can see she's keeping her distance.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, her sling is currently not loaded.
They're just gonna lag it. They've got an open door next to them.
And block the door if you like. The door up here isn't open properly. If you imagine it, it's like the two doors, the two sides of the door right next to each other with a chain looped round the handles of them.
Mm.
Someone trying to get through would have to use the squeeze thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
All 3 actions.
yeah, just go sprinting forward to block that space.
She
Love
would
it.
call out because we need some meta tactics, guys. I think we need to stop them escaping, and also there's a bear loose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Um,
repair.
I don't know what we're trying to do.
They're at the warehouse. It's a
Um,
quest.
I mean, no, that's not our quest. Our
That's
quest
not-
was to
not
find
really.
where the boss was.
Was it?
Well, no,
Wasn't it the warehouse?
one of your motivations was to find out about Sartris Valin, but
Yes, that was the
the-
main
the
one, wasn't it?
the farmer
Well,
guy
not
wanted his
script,
land back.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, if we don't do something about them, though, they're just gonna come back and
yeah.
get out farm again. You know, if they escape anyway. I guess we could just chase them outside, but then everyone will see us fighting them. I don't know.
I feel like we need to capture one of them, right? Knock one of them out.
I think we should probably try and knock all of them out. We don't want to kill all the kill them
Yeah.
for no reason. And they're all just workers, aren't they? Just employees. Well, except for the boss lady, maybe. But
Yeah,
she'll
you can
know
always
the
go
info.
non-lethal with your attacks.
Let's try and corner them up here. Maybe the bear will run out the front door.
Yeah.
So maybe everyone move up and like use this as like a choke point. Yeah, let's do that.
Primrose. She's not as fast as a bear, but she has got 30 feet speed.
So maybe
Lure
Maybe-
it out the door.
maybe Primrose and Gwilyn can block here, and then Morrigan can use Revna to block here with herself. Does that sound good?
It's only good if the bear doesn't come straight away, basically.
Yeah, well, we just gotta hope the bear fucking runs out the front door, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it within the range that I can send Revna as well?
I think if you move up first, then yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's do that.
So Morrigan's moving up here-ish.
Yeah. Moving on now.
And I think because you're elven, you've got 30 feet of movement normally.
I was just trying to have a look.
So 30 gets you here. And then did you say over here?
Yeah, I think so. I think Morrigan and Revna there would be pretty good. And Primrose and
Morrigan.
Gwilym there.
Should I move you, love? Is it being slow?
Yes, please. I'm just waiting for the thing to the character sheet to open so I could confirm this.
So I'll say that would be 2 strides, and then I'd have an action to get Revna out, if that's alright.
Yeah.
Revna.
Okay.
So emerging, ink flowing from your back. The lupine form of Revna forms next to you. Very cool. A bandit up here. Doesn't like this whole surroundy situation one bit.
Shouldn't have been a bad man then.
Yeah, she's gonna stride to be surrounded by her goons. A bit of protection. One action to reload the sling. So that's loaded if she needs it. and then she is going to try and attack with the sling. She's going to try and attack Celia. It's a 50-foot range. I think that's in range. Yeah. Sling!
Nope.
Nope. Clang. And that's now unloaded again. The ruffian is essentially now gone. And the labourer over here sees a motherfucking bear! He is going to move up to the door and try and brace the door himself. I'm going
Jesus,
to roll
what
a preemptive athletics check. Oh, I went off my page. What is the athletics modifier for this guy? +5.
what a hero.
17! Alright, let it be known. 17 he's rolled, and he's just both shoulders leaning into it, just like, gotta keep the bear inside!
Good luck with it, cheese ball.
It's the bear's turn. The bear is gonna roll an athletics check to try and push this guy out of the fucking way. The bear has a slightly bigger modifier. Yeah, for a 20. Shoves this guy back.
Wait, it rolled.
That's 11.
It's 11.
Oh, I rolled a 2. It's because I'm used to doing this the straight d20s. He fails. He's held in there by the guy.
Damn, Jesus.
The bear then is going to... Yeah, he's going to try and swipe at the guy, but the bear will have multiple attack penalty from the shove, and the guy I'm going to give major cover to, which is a +4 to his AC. Okay, so that is...
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Just fucking gauze the guy. Roll critical damage button, click! The guy does manage to hold the door, but just gets disemboweled. I've got it, boss, don't worry, as he gets completely killed. But, I mean, you guys didn't kill him.
That wasn't us, it was the bear.
Yep. Everybody saw it, wasn't us? Cool. That's the bear's turn. The guy up here. You guys haven't taken any damage. The guy up here is gonna stride. He's gonna throw an apple at Primrose. Oh, 24 to hit.
Well, I'm next to the tree, so 2 damage off at least.
Damn it. Apple damage is 1d4 plus 3. Up. So 2 less on this. Oh, it's 4. So you take 2 damage, Primrose, as a tree is defeated by an apple.
Oh.
And then he is going to go back to where he was before, so he still has his plan. Skrick stood on top of the cage.
Does he, without doing a check, know we're here?
Yes. These are not overly rare creatures. They are axebeaks. Large bipedal birds, flightless, that roam the fields, kind of grasslands, in flocks. Known for being very aggressive, but people do try and tame them as a kind of matter of honor.
Right. So opening that is probably not a good idea. Because he was going to just free all of them, be like, yeah! But,
be free!
but if they're dangerous, then maybe not.
Yeah, you definitely would see from all the animals that you've noticed so far in here, there's a lot of aggressive predatory animals not including the giant skunk next to the door.
Well, he's gonna.
I just
He
feel
jumps
like
in.
How far? Or what
Well,
is it? It's like a pen. So
but
it's
could
not.
he
It's,
hang-
it's not
Could he
caged
hang
on the
on
top.
to it?
You could try and land on top of it.
But
Yeah.
there's nothing to grab onto.
No, it would definitely be an acrobatics check. Probably quite a difficult one.
Yeah. But could he theoretically hang on and crawl around over there?
Yes.
Could he squeeze through there? Wait, I think he has squeeze. Wait, he's a rat man.
Ratman.
Right.
Yeah, with your small size, you can definitely press yourself into the area behind there if you want to.
Okay, he's gonna jump down.
Yep.
Is that anything?
You're not climbing down.
No. Oh, how high is it?
It's about 10 feet.
So
So you would take damage. Take 5 damage because it's everything above 5 feet.
shit. Yeah, he'll climb down.
Okay, so 1 action to climb.
And he'll squeeze through there.
Very nice.
Yep, there we go.
Very cool. Scurrying through, you see the axe beaks kind of ruffle their feathers, and one of them watches you with its beady eye, but nothing untoward. Willen, feeling a little bit trapped, not trapped, exposed. She is going to start. She's just going to go archer's aim, take a shot at the ringleader. So +2 to this. Ooh, 25. Not a crit. God, her damage rolls have been so low. That's 2. Oh, wait! I've been doing this wrong. Archer's aim adds 2 to damage as well. So she's hit 3 times now, so that's 6. So I'll just take 8 now. Cool! Her repeated shots are starting to have a bit of an effect. And then she's going to move tentatively away from the black bear. Just going to go like here, kind of spreading out across the space. Cool. The labourer here. It's going to go for Morrigan. It's going to stride. Actually, no. I got a better idea. He's going to move. So a stride to here. Then going to use his special ability. And he is going to heft a bale at you. Bale of straw. 2 actions. So he picks it up and throws it at Primrose and Gwilyn. Can you do a reflex save, please?
Yes. Reflex save. There it is. Oh.
Okay. Gwilyn succeeds, Primrose fails. So Primrose, this huge bale of straw just slams into you. Dealing.
Yeah.
Oh, 8 damage.
Yep.
Gwilyn takes half. That is his turn. The other labourer. Still kind of fascinated by Primrose. He's going to back up his buddy. Just gonna try and grab you.
Oh god.
And make an athletics check. +5 to this. Ooh!
Oh.
It's against your reflex DC, which
Yep.
is 10 + 7. So yeah, he makes it. So you are grabbed.
Oh. Ah. Get off me!
Just like grabs and kind of creepy, like grabs you by one of your ears, and you can feel him just like, ooh, like feeling the fur of your ear. You are grabbed, and he's going to use his last action to kind of step round to this side. It's your turn. Currently grabbed.
Trying to escape from this creeper.
Yep.
What do I do?
Escape DC. You roll either. I think you can use your unarmed attack modifier or athletics or acrobatics, whichever you'd prefer. It's against
Okay.
his DC.
They're not all super different. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yep. You escape with aplomb.
Yeah. Squiggle out of there. Gonna run away over. Where was I meant to go again? I forgot now. Over here?
So,
No.
because you rolled a critical success, you actually get a
Mm.
free 5-foot movement as part of the escape action.
Oh, nice. So I'll go there, I guess.
Very cool.
And I'm gonna run further. Where was it? Where was the plan for me to go? I remember Morrigan's one.
I mean, we were going to block off here, but it kind of fell apart pretty quickly. So I think maybe escape this way with Gwylyn.
We could try and block this door from over this side. But-
Yeah, we need the bear to run out that way.
Yeah. What about if I just jump up on these hay bales?
That could be a good idea, I don't know.
Definitely do that. The hay bales do go high up enough with this central one here to actually let you reach the higher floor.
Yeah. I just kind of want to stand on the top hay bale. I can't
Yeah.
jump up there, so I think I can jump up there with my hop thing
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
without needing to climb.
Yep. I remember you've got your extra high jumping thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Try and get up on the top hay bale up there.
Perfect. Yeah. With being up there, and if I've set this up right, we can switch back and forth. You can actually see, there we go,
Oh, yep.
the top layer up here. So you can kind of peer over from the hay bales. You see there's some more hay. There's some rope and nets up at the top here. And you see the labourer who's been throwing apples down, padding towards a large cage with a gigantic scorpion inside.
Okay. He's going towards it.
He is, yeah.
Fucking...
He doesn't
Jesus.
look determined. He doesn't look like Scrick was. But you remember he's been kind of like appearing, throwing an apple down, and then running back again. He looks kind of hesitant, like he's like, "Oh, do I? Don't I?" Ooh.
She just looks at him. She's, don't you do it! It's not a good idea, I'm telling you now.
Amazing. Is that
Um,
all your actions?
I don't know. Is that all my actions? I got one to escape.
One to
One to-
stride,
one to-
and then one
one
to high jump, I guess. Give it a look.
I guess I don't know.
High jump.
I'm gonna say probably yes.
Oh yeah, because high jump is you get a stride and then you make a vertical leap.
That's only if you need the run up, which I don't. But I did run further than it anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sweet, sweet. Celia, your turn. You see, Gwylyn started to wear this woman down. The woman's looking a bit bloodied.
Yeah, but she's in danger.
You could try and hold the bear yourself.
I need to get back to her. She's kind of been left too isolated.
Don't know why it's not giving her proper hit points.
Annoyingly, which means this person's probably going to get away now.
Yeah. The bear's coming out on the next turn though. So it depends. where
When's
the bear
Celia's next turn?
You can delay if you like.
No, I'm just wondering where it is in relation to everyone else. Okay, so actually, maybe it's better to deal with this person. What's my move speed?
25 normally.
Let's move up to her. 2 strides. And I'll strike.
Very cool. Oh my god, that's another crit! Roll critical damage.
Would have been doing non-lethally though, also.
Okay, so you sticking with that? Because that will make it...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's not a crit, so it'll be 7 damage. Because it's -2 to your hit roll when you go non-lethal. Cool. Yeah, she's looking pretty battered and bruised now.
Fuck. Do I use the orcish thing?
Yeah, you're cool. Is it time for the blood rush?
Yeah.
One more action. Surge of adrenaline. Feel the rush in your bloodstream. Orcish heritage.
I just have to...
Yeah, we want to get her down, I reckon.
I'll hero point that.
Yep.
Yeah.
14 is not enough. And Morrigan.
If Morrigan can knock this person out without killing her, that'd be fucking grand.
I can try.
Yeah, you can always do attacks non-lethally. You just get a -2 to hit. Some weapons have the non-lethal trait, which means you don't get the -2.
Can I do a non-lethal telekinetic projectile?
I believe so. I seem to remember looking this up before. So yes.
You're the
Bill.
DM. You can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. So yeah, go ahead. You just get a -2 to hit.
Being slow today. Okay. Oh, for God's sake! Stupid roll 20. What's going on?
It's been laggy.
Lagging. Boop. 14.
Would be a 12, which does not hit. Would you like to use a hero
Damn
point?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Cool. Reroll that. We are an hour in. I'm going to give my hero point to Primrose.
Is it because I got grabbed?
Yeah. I felt creepy with that bit, so you get a hero point. It's just tree
Sorry.
privilege. I love that fucking tree so much.
Laggy roll 20.
Laggity lag. Oh
Ooh,
my
nice.
days!
Oh, Jesus.
You said you declared non-lethal. That's still a
Yep.
critical hit because it's a natural 20. So press the roll critical damage button.
Oh,
Let's be real good.
hopefully. Oh, damage.
A low roll.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see.
No, it's still doing it wrong. Why is it doing it wrong? It hasn't added. If you hit, you deal blood as appropriate for the object you held, equal to 1d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which it hasn't included there. I'm getting to the bottom of this. Telekinetic projectile. Modify. Cult spell. Attack roll. Oh, it just doesn't. Oh no. It has it. I don't know why that's not working. So your intelligence modifier, Morrigan, is 3. So that'd be 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 doubled is 14. Which is enough by 1 to knock this woman out.
Nice, that's really good.
Can you tell me, just for flavour, what thing do you pick up in this barn with your mind to throw at this woman?
Pitchfork, but it hits her with the handle, so it doesn't actually kill her.
Spins through the air like a fucking helicopter.
Yep.
And just knocks her out cold on the ground.
I imagine everyone else like ducking out of the way and be like, ah! But she's like,
Loops around.
well, like is facing the wrong way and is like, what? And is in the middle of saying, what is everyone? And as she turns around, is like, oh!
And then,
Plunk.
I imagine she doesn't even throw it at her. She just does the thing. She slides it across the floor and then she steps on it, Sideshow Bob style.
Nice.
Ooh.
You still have one action, Morrigan, if you'd like to do anything else. If it's moving or anything, or commanding Revna.
If you can command Revna with 1, right? And then she can do 2?
Correct.
Yeah.
It'd be real useful to get her to attack this guy, Anya, if you can.
Yeah, do it. I can't see a guy there. It's just a blank space to me.
What if I move him back and forth?
Oh, yeah, I can
What
see
if I
him now.
make him wiggle?
He was over here. and
Cool.
I was
Good old roll
confused.
20.
Revna goes
Yeah.
bounding forward. Believe
Leap on him.
I've kept her character sheet up to date. Do. So yeah, I believe it's +6. Can you just roll a d20 for me? It's
No.
+6 for her attack.
Make Revna do it.
They're not great at attacking.
7.
You want 7 + 6?
I don't know.
13. Not quite enough. The guy fends Revna off. He's like, oh, get back! As Revna is
Oh.
snapping at him.
Revna just thinks he's playing. He's like, ooh.
The labor over here is dead. I'll get him out of the turn order. The beer.
Uh-oh.
Bear.
Bear. Gorm. What is bear movement speed? Speed 35. So a low guttural growl as the bear comes stalking out. 35.
Ugh, I'm gonna have to kill the bear now.
Taking in its surroundings. It's gonna roar. Just check out. Hasn't got any fancy roar stuff. No. So it's just gonna make roar. Put myself in the mind of a bear. It's been caged for a long time. You can all see as well. It's got the thick band with the SV, the metal band, around its neck.
Well, you really had an SS. Oh,
You can all see it's got a swastika present. It's a Nazi bear.
What have I done?
Yeah, there's definitely the commotion over here that's drawing it forward. So another stride to get to here. It's gonna move, so it can't actually get in range of anyone with its stride. So it's gonna, or like it can't attack anyone this turn. So it's just gonna move to here for now, squaring up to this guy. The laborer above is gonna move up. He's gonna check how things are going. Oh, not great. The boss is down. Is it time to release the giant scorpion, or is it time to throw another apple? He's gonna throw an apple at Primrose.
Yeah.
18!
Yeah.
Yeah! Eat apple. 4.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's a bear down there now as well. He's not coming down the ladder. Fuck that. He's gonna move straight back this way. Skrick, your turn. You find things finally poised in front of you.
What's the bear look like he's doing?
It's tough to tell. The bear is very much like hackles up, shoulders like squared, growling, but it's kind of circling the confrontation at the moment. It's sizing everything up. There's a lot of noise and commotion. It's not just like pouncing towards this guy. It's kind of circling around the edge, but it certainly looks capable of great violence.
Well, that's good.
Is this
Yeah.
door down here open?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 2 big barn doors, both swung open a bit.
You know,
Oh,
yeah, run up there.
Are we in a city still?
You are in the kind of rural farming area on the outskirts of Sea Spray.
Okay, if it escapes, it's not as bad.
Yeah,
Makes
it's very unlikely it would start going into town.
He's gonna short bow that guy.
Go! Short bow away. 15
Uh,
hits.
yeah.
2 damage. Blink.
He shouts after the bear, he's like, "Be free, bear!"
Fantastic. Anything else? Was that 2 actions?
That's
or
2. I'm
Oh,
done.
you strode. Nice. Strode. Get rid of that feather. Very cool. Gwilyn, seeing a massive fuck off bear, is going to go up the ladder.
No.
Oh, does Celia want to call out?
Yeah, please.
You can call out. Everyone can speak.
Can she call her to come behind her? Get behind her?
Yeah, absolutely. 25. She's going to move to here. Or here. And then she's going to take a shot at this guy, like Script did. Where's my Gwilyn nat 20s? 14 still hits. 6 piercing to him. Ooh, this guy's looking real bad. And it is his turn. It's a fucking bear. Fuck this! Gets to there. This guy. It's a fucking bear.
Is he still fascinated?
No,
that-
no, that's long gone.
Okay, good.
It breaks when there's hostile stuff happening, and he's definitely feeling like there's hostile stuff happening. Primrose, your turn.
Primrose. Fucking hell, it's a fucking bear.
Big bear.
I'm
also the
gonna
guy up
try.
here. Eyeing up the cage, like, ooh. Am I a
Don't-
Pokemon master?
You're not Pokemon Master, you'll be the first to die, trust me. She's gonna hop down one
Oh, one level.
so that this guy struggles more.
Yeah.
Hopefully gives me a bit more cover.
Definitely does.
She's gonna do a little wave, get the bear's attention,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and do wild empathy and try and get it to calm down and piss off through the door.
Okay. Let me have a little look at wild empathy. I believe it's where you can use diplomacy
Yeah.
with creatures.
Thank fuck for fucking Primrose.
Oh, he's going for the door anyway.
You can use diplomacy. It looks unsure. It's like
Yeah.
sizing things up. Yeah, go ahead and roll a diplomacy check for me, please, Primrose.
Okay.
And I assume the very simple request you'd like to make is, please leave.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. It's not great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let me have a little check. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a goodwill, DC. Primrose, can you describe to me, like, is this Primrose kind of reaching out with body language, or does she speak to the
Yeah.
bear, or?
I think it's mostly body language. She softens up. Her rabbit heckles are not raised at all. She just, in a calm sort of tone, just sort of makes little bunny noises. And bunny noises are not usually nice noises, but these ones are nice noises. And she will just sort of do like soothing, slow hand gestures,
Yeah.
looking towards the door.
You project a lack of threat. There's
Yeah.
no need to be threatened. There's no need. You can just go. You can be gone from this place. Yeah, and you see the bear's large, and it does look haggard. It looks like it's had, as all of these animals do, a rough time in captivity here. And you can see its shoulders kind of slump a little bit, and it begins to turn towards the door. There's a look of you see like a little glimmer of a hurt animal that just wants to be somewhere safe as it begins to turn towards the door. Very nice roll, Celia.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like she's scared it off, right?
You can see there's this moment of connection. Yeah, and you can see the bear is starting to turn.
I'm still gonna stand here, like,
Mm-hmm. Just in case.
yeah, raise stride,
There is-
raise my shield.
Very
There's
cool.
up here chucking apples.
Yeah, but I need to
I-
wait for the bear to fuck off first before I can deal with
Yeah.
him.
He's got such a good token too.
Do you have to be able to see the person to demoralize?
Just need everyone to see this token.
I
That's the guy
Love it.
throwing apples at you.
like the hat.
It's
Oh, he's a
great.
tabaxi as well. She definitely
Yeah.
doesn't like this stupid guy.
I don't think you need to be
It's
able to see.
auditory, yeah.
Yeah,
I will try and demoralize that guy if I can. I don't know if I'm in range.
the guy up top.
30 feet.
He can definitely hear you.
Yeah, but it says 30 feet.
Oh, okay. No.
No.
He's quite a fair way away.
Oh. Yes. Well, I mean, I could just do this. It was like here, right? 30. Wait. So it's 25, sorry. 25. 25.
Yeah, you'd be in range then.
Yeah, I might as well. I'll demoralize him.
Very cool. Intimidation, please. Against his will save, which is not great. Or will DC, which is not great.
17.
17 succeeds. What do you shout?
Just like, your boss is down. We've got a bear. Give up.
Very cool. You hear a voice that's just like, "Oh fuck, the bear's on their side." Right. Cool. Morrigan. Anything from you?
I mean, of course the bear's on our side because we're the good guys.
Yep, you can see the bear is beginning to make its way out. It's no longer really a threat to you guys unless you decide to attack it.
No.
There's not too much threat to you guys right now. You are fully aware, because it's been an ongoing thing, that there is one guy upstairs, up the ladder or up the hay bales, if you want to clamber up the hay bales, who's been throwing apples at people that Celia's just demoralized. It's up to you how you want to handle that.
I feel like she's all over this. I feel like I'm just gonna kind of assess what's going on.
Like, take a
Collect
look around you in the barn.
Yeah, like assess the threat level.
Yeah.
Like Cobra.
This would be like a seek action. Very cool. I roll. Can you tell me what your... Oh, I know you're having fun with your character sheet. Can you tell me what your perception modifier is, please?
Yeah.
Right-hand side of your character sheet.
The weird thing is, I just opened Primrose's character sheet and it opened instantly, but mine is taking fucking ages. My what, sorry?
Perception. It's on the right-hand side, about halfway down on the main character sheet page.
Oh, I hate this stupid thing. It says 5. Perceive.
Yeah.
Above the perceive button. Oh, 1 modifier 1.
That's because your wisdom is 1, then you're trained and you're level 2. Yeah, so it is 5. Cool. Yeah, Morrigan, you quickly realise, and it's more by smell than by sight, that apart from the caged animals that are obvious to everyone here, there are some enclosures just behind you, and you hear the snuffling sound of, and I'm gonna open the door just so you're aware of them. The door isn't actually open, but it should allow you to see in. Well, I can see the sightline isn't great there.
I could see it anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. So you
What
can...
is-
Yeah,
Boys.
there's a load of little piglies, little wild
Oh.
boar inside there. You can see them snuffling around. They look like they're being kept there. And you can also tell with your seek action that there's something bigger in the other enclosure. Has quite a bigly piggly, a musty, kind of dusty smell.
Ugh. Yes, I see the Biggly Piggly.
Oh, you can see it. Very cool. So yeah.
Am I not supposed to be able to see it?
The dynamic lighting is meant to be so that you can't see
Oh,
it.
I haven't got any dynamic lighting on.
How weird.
I feel like I'm gonna want to investigate why they've got all these pigs in cages.
Where they have.
Why?
Well, you're aware that the goons, directed by Sartris Varlin, have been capturing animals and keeping them to like smuggle them and trade them, and often in quite poor conditions.
Oh, good. They sound like great people.
So they seem to be using this barn as a place to keep a lot of the animals that they've captured.
That's why we want to
Okay.
find the boss, because that's why we knocked that person out, because we want to find out where that guy is so we can stop the animals being smuggled.
You know what I find really weird about D&D World? This is completely unrelated, but how some animals are like normal animals, they can't talk or anything, and some are completely sentient. It's really
Yeah.
weird,
Yep.
Yeah, I love it.
and I don't understand where the line gets drawn between them. But anyway,
Well, this is my
um,
world, so wherever
yeah.
I want to draw it.
Mm.
The bear turns around with a monocle, like, I will see you for dinner.
I'm having some friends for dinner. Um,
Anything
Literally.
else on your turn, Morrigan? Completely fair if not. There's no real
no, I
threat
don't think so.
right now.
No, no, not for me.
Perhaps a cheeky nudge fate on someone, just in case they need a little plus
Yeah,
one.
we'll do it on
Grillin.
on Gwilyn. Yeah,
Very cool.
I
Make
was
sure
going to say
Gwilyn-
Celia because she's trying to demoralize the man throwing the apples, but
I think I
maybe
can
not.
deal with him.
Gwilyn.
You can't deal with the scrumping bandit.
Why are they reminding me so much of the bandits from Shrek?
Yeah, that's good vibes actually.
The black bear. With a little nod, slight nod of the head to Primrose.
And adjusts his monocle.
Adjusts his monocle and heads outside. Gives a loud huffing growl.
I mean, awakened
labourers.
animal is soon to be a player character species.
Yeah,
so-
very
Oh,
true.
hell yeah. Gotta be all the animals.
Hup. Hup. And the scrumping bandit. Oh. See, the problem is there's no windows up here, so he can't fucking jump out. So he's just gonna have to make a break for it. 25 feet to the top of the ladder. You jump. No! One action to go down the ladder. And then final action. Ooh, don't hurt me, please! As he goes running off towards the door. Great, it's your turn.
Crick's gonna run to there. He's gonna shout after that guy. He's like, "Yeah, see, name's Crick. Get the word out."
Very cool. Is anybody going to be chasing these people?
Is it a good idea to let someone get away who Scrick just told our names to?
Told his name to.
His name to, but that's still not good.
Scrick, that's why Scrick did it. Wants everyone to be scared of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's Scrick's point of view, but is it a good idea to let Scrick maybe screw himself over by doing that?
Up to you guys.
Mm.
We'll keep an initiative. The guy is only there. Scrick, would you do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, he'd start walking up to the big lady.
Very cool. Gwilyn. Gwilyn, which is quite far away from the guy. She'd kind of look to you for direction, Celia. She'd be like, are we hurting him or
Let's just let him go.
Yeah, I
Letting
think
him
we
go?
have to just deal with the consequences of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, we move out of encounter mode and back into exploration mode.
Okay.
As the bear was released, you actually get a chunk more XP than you would otherwise. Not to make Kieran super smug or anything, but that adds. Let me just triple check. Because the bear is a creature of level 2.
Well, I mean, we're gonna release all of them. but
It's because
safely.
it's because it's in encounter mode.
Oh, okay.
Because like it could have, if you hadn't made that roll, it was definitely going to be fighting at least a little bit.
Mm.
Where's my stuff gone? Where's my stuff? There it is. Party level, and then I suppose a moderate. So another 120 XP. For
What
everybody.
are we on now? 0.
I had 0.
I was on 0.
Yep, because you'd leveled up before, so now you're on 120. Stepping towards level 3. We're going to continue to use quick leveling up to level 3. So you got to get to 800.
Okay. Yeah. Primrose
But-
hopped off the hay bales.
Yeah.
He's over
Can we
here.
tie her up? Have we got any rope? Is there any rope in here?
Primrose
On a hay bales.
pulls out some vines, I guess.
You did see, Primrose, that there were loads of ropes up on the platform upstairs, so it would take you
Okay.
guys minimal time to go and collect some ropes and tie her up handily. It's not a problem at all. We'll mark her as restrained.
Maybe spend 10 minutes healing Gwillem and Primrose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal me.
I don't know any good healing,
Can I
particularly. So does
heal
anyone else
myself?
want to heal?
Well, one of you, so you're good at healing people, and Morrigan and Primrose, and you got 2 people that need healing. So whoever wants to do whoever,
Let's do a little healing chain. Morgan,
healing
get your
chain?
heart over
rubbing each other's backs in a little chain.
here.
Very nice. Morrigan, if you could roll a medicine check for me.
Yeah. What? Sorry, I was too busy trying to make a human centipede pun and it didn't work.
Primrose, you succeed. 2d8 for me,
Oh.
please.
2d8.
And Morrigan, medicine check, please.
Medicine check. Human centipede.
That's
Human
9 for
ketamine.
Gwyn.
Very nice. She's back to full.
Nice.
I hate this thing.
You patch her up with herbs and salves from your little basket.
Yeah. And mud.
And mud.
Magical mud.
Oh,
I
that
feel
does
like I
not
should be
succeed.
way better at this.
You got a plus. Yeah, that's not that much. I guess you're
That's
just
fine.
trained for now.
True.
I am unhealed. But it's okay.
Yeah. Does anyone do anything else in this first 10 minutes of exploration?
Brick would give healing if they bothered to come over to the hay bales. But he's just sitting chilling for the moment.
Leaning back.
Yeah. I mean, he's just chilling over there.
Well, if she was like, "Can you heal me?" You'd be like, "Yeah." Yeah.
As much as Morgan is really good at, healing things, I was wondering if you could have a go, Scrick.
Yeah, I'll get a go. And he like pulls out a bunch of mud from his backpack.
She is unperturbed.
14 is not
14.
enough. 15 is what you need.
Well tried.
No, that's okay. That's
Look,
okay.
that bear didn't get us.
No, that would have been bad. I'm glad he just left happily,
Well, he did kill that guy.
Well, that's true. It's kind of sad, to be honest.
Oh well.
Oh,
You shouldn't have imprisoned it.
No, true. That's true. Maybe we should... Squeak, maybe if you come and help us talk to this woman. I don't know if we want to do it here, though. Maybe we should take her back to somewhere else.
If we do it here, we don't have to. There won't be any prying eyes.
Oh, that's true. I don't know which one's better. And with all these animals, I don't think we can just release them all ourselves. We kind of need like a big truck, a big thing to carry them somewhere else. Some of them will wreak a bit of havoc in the town if we release them nearby. I'm sure the hogs will like the mud baths everywhere.
Well, if we're here with the axe beaks, if she doesn't talk, we could threaten to throw him in with the axe beaks, and she's more likely to talk.
That's true. What do you think, Celia? What should we do?
Just wake her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, with an action, you're able to wake her up. It's not a problem. She comes to very groggily, looking very badly bruised. Some blood trails on her leather jerkin. She kind of blearily looks up at the rest of you, quickly notices that she's tied up. Just like, oh, shit.
You may have noticed my friend here is pretty fucking crazy. The fact that he decided to open a bear. So his next plan, if you don't talk, is to throw you in with the axe beaks. And I'm, to be honest, I'm quite happy to just let him do it. So either you start talking and tell us where your boss is, or axe beak jerky.
I've always wanted to see someone get eaten alive.
Oh my god, so fucking creepy. Yeah, her eyes kind of got wider as she looked. At first, she was kind of sizing up Scrick, just like, he's not that big. And then she looks at Axe Beaks and hears his sincere mania. She's like, all right, shit, okay, don't do anything you're going to regret.
I won't regret it, trust me. No, I'm serious, I won't.
He's telling the truth.
What? Who are you people?
We're asking the questions. Where's your boss? Just answer.
The boss doesn't let us know where he is. We get messages run to us by his underlings. I've seen him. Sometimes he is around the animal shop, the one with the ridiculous name, the Lane of Wonders. I do not know where he lives. He comes and goes. I've seen him 2 times, 3 times around the shop. I hear rumors. There are rumors that he spends time on the Gilded Isle. He has friends in high places. But I don't ask questions. Questions get you killed.
Is the guy that runs the messages to you, is he the same one person every time, or is it a different person? Or
Yeah, she starts shaking her head as she kind of starts saying that. She's like, no, different runner. Often street urchins. There are many of them here in Seaspray.
So are we just going to round up the urchins and question them?
I was thinking more we go to the shop and stake it out.
Yeah, we're looking for that guy, Omega Hardborn, right?
What does he look like? Have you seen him twice?
The boss?
Yeah.
She kind of shrugs. Not too much to look at. He wears formal wear, shirt.
Is he a human?
No, orcish. Not too fine, unassuming. The kind of person you wouldn't be able to pick out from a crowd.
What's the equivalent of an insight check on this game?
Sense motive?
Let's do that.
Yeah. What's
How do
your
I do that?
perception modifier?
Oh
no! I'm
Modifier.
gonna roll it again because I didn't roll it in secret.
Perception modifier. I don't know. There's an 8, and then there's a mod 4, and then there's.
Oh, it's just the 8. Yeah,
Okay.
perception. 8. Yeah, Primrose, you've been kind of watching this woman's body language. She strikes you as a very practical person. It seems like she's kind of sized up her situation and has come to the conclusion that she'd rather, even if talking about her boss means she dies later, she'd rather die later than die now. Maybe that gives her a shot at living. She doesn't strike you as lying.
Well, I think I believe her. Just what's she got to lie about right now, I guess. What do we know? What the shopkeeper looks like normally?
Yeah, we do. And the people at the Salty Knucklebone told us he's some sort of old guy, and he drinks there quite a lot.
Okay.
He's the owner of the shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hard-worn home for healthy hooligans.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to get another job. I don't think you can come back here, or at least you shouldn't. She tries to be menacing, but fails.
She kind of respectfully, like, averts her eyes down as you go all menacing. She's like, if I can survive this, I will never come back to Sea Spray again. If I did,
Yeah, don't go to Lumen either. That's not where we're from. It's just you shouldn't go there.
I have
I
no
mean, there's not
interest.
much security, but
And also, don't work with animals. You're not allowed anymore. You're banned.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll
yeah, you can go.
She kind of like, because she's tied up, but she like nods her head to the side. In my satchel, there are keys for all the locks.
Well, that's really helpful. So Primrose will get the keys. What should we do? Gwilyn, Celia, Crick.
Let's put her in a cage and let someone else sort it out.
Yeah.
I think she's got the right idea. She's learnt a lesson. I don't think.
Let's put her in a cage.
I know you want to put her in the cage, but I think she's better served. Why don't you go tell some of your friends and tell them that work's dried up. Time to move on somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
If you send me back to my friends, I will not survive the day. This is a catastrophe for the boss, whoever he has to blame.
Well, if we're letting you go, you say you're going back to your friends, but then you just leave. That's what I'd do.
I would like to leave very much. I will head north. Find a better thing to do. I never had any interest in the animals. It was just money.
You might want to take your dead friends as well. He got tore up out of bed.
She kind of winces. I was not a particular friend, but if you want me to drag the body out, I can.
Well, if she's not your friend, then I don't really care.
If if it's not too inconvenient as well, maybe you could try and find one of those messengers and let them know, to spread the rumor of there's no more work here and all the animals are free anyway. So
Sure. That I can do.
Celia will just cut her binds loose.
Okay. Yeah, she kind of slowly holds her hands up, stretches, takes the keys out of her pocket, holds it out to whoever wants to take them.
Celia will grab them and chuck them to Primrose.
Yeah. You see her head, not towards the double doors, but around this side. There's a break in the wall around this side.
Yeah, don't run into that bear.
Yeah, she heads out the back of the barn.
Scrick, I love you, but
Yeah.
god damn, don't say we're from Lumen.
What? We are from Lumen.
I know
Yeah,
we're
but
from
we're not allowed
Lumen,
to go
but
back there.
exactly.
What?
I can't be putting my family in danger, Scrick. You got.
They're already in danger. They got the whole thing coming. That's why we're here.
Well,
Well, you
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
They're in a lot more danger if you start sprouting your name off and telling people you're from Lumen. It's bad. It's bad. You don't want to.
I didn't come here to sit around and do fuck all. I came here to spread the Scrick name. That's the only reason I left.
Maybe you should come up with a new name. like a pseudonym.
Yeah, like a
And
vigilante name.
yeah, a
Yeah, I
code
think on
name.
it.
Maybe you could be from like a really awesome, like badass place, like Luminosity or something instead.
You could be like Ratman.
Well, you know, Lumen's not any good for nothing. Just want to show some people that Lumen's got a fighting spirit, you know. Setting bears, punching faces, collecting scrap, you know. I just want my people proud of my hometown, because it is a shithole.
Oh, I think it's quite beautiful, to be honest.
Well, it's
And
my shithole, but
oh, well, I'd quite like to keep it safe. You know, when you get a reputation for, you know, being really good at fighting, and it tends to invite trouble, though. That's what my dad says, anyway.
well, I think on it.
Cool.
But,
What are we doing about the animals?
Yeah, I think we should just get the guard to deal with them, and they can, you know, transport them further away if they want, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
So find a seawall militia member, hand them the keys.
Yeah, assuming that's what they're going to do, and they're not just going to be like, oh, let's send them ourselves.
I mean, some of the militia's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, we'll go to the one that we trust. That initial one. I can't
Okay, yeah, the
remember.
woman.
Yeah,
Yeah. You'd recognize her. Okay. Yeah, you leave the animals in the care of the guards. The axe speaks. There's a hippogriff in the cage here.
Oh, I love the hippogriff. Yeah,
Pretty cool. And then the big pigly. I made this with AI and I love it so much. I don't know if you guys remember from my lore drops,
yeah.
but if you remember the tumblers,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
this is what
cute.
tumblers look like.
I
Oh
can't
yeah.
tell you how much he adores that pig. Literally,
I love it so
Very
much.
cute.
being
It's
like,
like
it's
Very cool.
and I was
It's like it's
come
got a comb back.
Yeah.
porcupine.
It's
Very
a
cool.
porcupine, warthog, cow, bison
Well,
thing. Oh, I love it so
no.
much.
It's a porcupine. Hey!
Hey! I love it. What did I save? Because I saved its fucking. Oh yeah, I made loads of different Tumblr arts and AI. It was rubbish for ages. Tumblr Mark 1, Tumblr Mark 2, Tumblr Realism, Tumblr Token, and then this one was Tumblr Mark 3. I love him was what I saved it as. I love him so much. Anyway, right.
Telia's
So-
going to approach Morrigan and just say to her that good job in there, Fate Weaver. You did good work.
Thank you. So did you. Was pretty impressive watching you trying to shout down the ego of that man throwing those apples.
Take too many apples to the shield and starts getting bloody annoying, to be honest. But yeah,
I guess apples are better than, I don't know, something with a blade.
Well, try taking an apple to the head. It kind of hurts. She kind of rubs her head.
Celia smiles. Let's go find this Omega Hardborn guy. He's supposed to drink at the Salty Knucklebone, so maybe he's there tonight.
Yeah. Do we want to stake out the shop as well? No.
Could do, but I mean, he supposedly drinks at the Salty Knucklebone like every night, according to those people, I think.
True.
So I don't think
I've
we
got work to do there as well.
need to. So might as well just go back to there.
Back to the Salty Knucklebone?
Yeah.
Cool. On the way, you bump into the farmer, Cynthia Kerosk, who thanks you gratuitously. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much for clearing them out. My family finally, we can go back to living on our own land.
Well, I wouldn't quite say that. We released a bear.
Oh,
But,
is he
yeah, just
gonna?
a heads up.
Hopefully he's gone back to where he came from.
All right. Well,
Probably.
I
Hopefully.
appreciate it either way. Not having those goons and those poor animals suffering.
Yeah.
Good to get back to work.
Maybe
Your
maybe your
horses are all
security.
stabled and well taken care of.
Oh, good. How is Sweet? Has she been good?
Yeah, I slipped her a couple of apples. I hope that's all right.
Oh, that's perfectly good. She's been doing lots of miles.
No, yeah, she's looking glossy. She's she seems a bit don't know how to put this diplomatically. She seems a bit slow to the take. She was chewing on the door of the stables for a while. I had to distract her with an apple, but she seems lovely.
Yeah. Well, smarts isn't everything. You can just be cute.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell
Yeah.
my oldest that many a time.
Hmm.
Well, thank you all again. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. You might want to get some more security around your barn, though,
Yeah,
for next time.
I'll I think I'm gonna make sure the militia keep a closer eye and maybe put a bit of coin around to make sure, keep an eye out.
Yeah, you could keep those X beaks and put them on guard or something. That'd be cool.
Oh, you're crazy. Tame an axe beak. Good way to lose an arm.
I didn't say tame them.
He kind of scratches his chin. Maybe there's an idea.
That's a
I'll
bad
have
idea.
Terrible.
Well, thank you all. And I think he already gave you guys the coin? Given you the coin?
Uh,
I
It's
don't
not in-
remember.
It's not in my inventory because I don't have enough for that cup.
Okay. He gives you 7 gold pieces worth of coin.
7 divided by 5.
You can split it down into smaller coin. He would give it to you in smaller coin, but it's 7 gold pieces worth altogether.
How much is that divided by 5?
1.4.
So 1 gold and 4 silver each.
you got loads of silver. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got a fair chunk of coin. You got the coin from the that the village raised for you as well. 40 gold pieces worth.
Oh, and the good rolls at the beginning. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. But with that, you head back. It is moving towards the end of the afternoon now in Sea Spray as you head back to the Salty Knucklebone Inn. The Fishbones have now got tokens, so you can see them.
Oh, yeah.
Patty, Porky, who looks wonderfully evil, and then Pudley, who is,
Lovely.
in my head canon, that's Hamish's dad. Just look at his fucking face for that those beautiful locks. But yeah, you can see the inn is filling up, but the Patty probably would wave you over to one of the tables that she's kind of kept aside for you after your previous discussions. And she'd lean in probably towards you, Celia. She'd kind of loudly be like, "Oh, what can I get you all?" But then she'd lean in conspiratorially to you, Celia, and just be like nodding her head over towards a guy sitting at the bar, looking already at this stage of the afternoon, already quite drunk. That's Mr. Hardborn. If you wanted to speak with him.
Yeah, Celia will probably get a drink and make her way over.
Mm-hmm.
Scrape will be like, I've come for the cup!
Oh, yeah.
All right, you got the coin.
Hey, I've got it right here! Just slams it 5 gold pieces down.
She nods her head, impressed. Deal's a deal. Pudley, bring the cup over. And you hear a groan from behind the bar. Oh, deal's a deal, Puds. Bring it out. And he brings out the Lumen lens mug. Kind of presents it to you almost like an attendant presenting a trophy to a champion. Holds it up, just like, be good to it.
Yeah, Script takes it and he holds it up like Link in Zelda when he finds a chest. And
Do-do-do-do.
I tell you what, you fill it up with some ale. I'll pay you, and I'll go get to work. I want to see the lovely glow of the lens as I slowly drain it.
Pudley looks at Patty, who smiles and nods her head. Go on, Puds. And he runs off, fills it up, brings it back to you, and just seems quite excited at how much you're enjoying the mug as well.
takes a sip, and he's like,
I think it tastes even better in this mug, you know.
He points at you. It's just like, I told everyone, I said that mug drinks better than the rest of them.
It definitely does, and
he takes another little sip. He finds a little towel that's on the bar. He like slaps it on his back. He's like,
well, I better get to work.
Pudley throws an arm around your shoulder and it's just like, I'll show you to your station. He goes
Thanks,
head off to the
buds.
kitchen. Yeah. Scrick heads off to the kitchen with Pudley. As Delia heads over to the man at the bar.
Sorry, I'm back. I was peeing.
No worries. Heading to the man at the bar.
Yeah, sure. Pop
Yeah.
a drink down next to him.
You head over and you can see as you approach, the man looks deep in his cups already. He's sort of middle to late age, hair pulled back, grey, like salt and pepper hair in a ponytail with a thick gold like clasp around it. He has some jewelry, some finery about him. He looks pretty well to do, but there's an expression on his face of just like dismal drinking. He's just like nursing the cup in front of him.
Good evening.
Kind of side eyes, doesn't turn his head. It's like, evening.
You run the Hardborn home, don't you? I recognise you.
Breathes out a big sigh. Don't turns to face you. Yes, Omega Hardborn holds out a hand to shake.
Yeah, sure. Put
And see,
her
he
hand
like
out.
almost misses your hand slightly as he sways on his stool. Don't really run it now. That's what I hired Kick to do. But yes, I own the fine establishment.
What name did he say?
He said the word Kick.
K-I-K?
Qik. You are aware that goblinoid creatures often have these kind of short syllable names.
Hired to run the Hardborn home.
And your name, madam?
Trying to think of a different name. Hold on. What's a good name?
Bertha.
The name's Cinders. Sylvia
Oh.
Cinders.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sylvia, can I get you a drink?
Yeah, I'll have what's some drinks they do here, Tom?
You're gonna look at the bar. There's a number of barrels stocked up and tapped on their side. It looks like the Knucklebone Inn's quite a hearty place that just serves ales, beers. You know, you can see some bottles of wine tucked away. The smell coming from Omega's cup is much stronger than wine or ale.
I'll have a barley wine.
Right, you are. Patty! Calls out. You can see, hear her from across the way. Yeah, be right with you, Mr. Hardborn. Barley wine for the fine lady, Miss Cinders. She pours it, pushes it over to you with like a knowing look to you, Celia.
Yeah, she just sort of sips it. sort of sipping the foam off the top. And she just says, so how's business?
Wonderful. Yep. Nice little earner. Not quite the clientele of Crucible, but can't complain. You got the salty sea breeze. Great place to see out your years.
And I can't remember really what you do, like animals or something, right?
Kind of cocks an eyebrow. The finest specimens that you'll find this side of Crucible itself. We import from all over. Keep them happy and healthy and find them a good home.
I have to be honest with you, mate. Like, I'm not from the kind of that kind of trade. I'm involved, smithing and weapons and all that. Like, surely you don't make money on these things, right? They must cost a fortune to keep.
He kind of like wiggles his left hand, the one closer to you with the rings on it. It's just like, it's pretty good money if you can find the right buyer. Yeah, there's an upkeep cost, but Kick's very good with all of that. And if you find the right buyer, and he kind of leans over and you can smell the alcohol on his breath. Between you and me, the upper crust on the Gilded Isle will pay a pretty penny for a tiger or an axe beak if you can get a hold of one.
Nice work. Okay, well, she kind of looks at the rings kind of exaggeratedly and says, maybe I'm in the wrong business then. Maybe I'm in the wrong line of work. Although we're both drinking here.
I've got a soft spot for this place. Grew up poor, I did. Streets of Crucible, right up in the furthest tier at the top. Couldn't even see the arena. But well, I made my way up, didn't I? And just feel a bit more at home with the good people of the salty knucklebone. He kind of raises a toast, and a few people around the room are like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, she'll raise a glass. She'll just say, well, I might have to, change my career line at some point. I can't say I'm that passionate about weapons, but axe beaks sound cool.
Kind of like focuses his eyes for a second on you, trying to appraise you. A bit struggling through the haze of the drunkenness. It's like, well, you look strong. Maybe you could be a catcher. You could go out there and rein in the creatures. Pay you for any, well, kick to pay you for anything you could bring in.
Is that how you get them then? You don't buy them off people?
Well, I don't know. I buy them off hunters or traders. Do business with lots of different people.
I mean, I wouldn't know what I was doing, to be honest. Is there anyone I could apply to get a start?
Yeah. As far as I know, like I said, don't really spend much time anymore. But I think the main guy around here still is Sartris Varlin, animal trader extraordinaire. Put in a request and he'll find it every time.
Where can I find this Varlin? You said his name. Sartrins? Varlin?
Sartris.
Sorry.
Yes. Varlin.
I've had one too many.
It's alright. Night's young.
Yeah.
Where could you? He doesn't often come himself, but every now and then he pops by the shop to speak to Kick about inventory. whatever he's got going on, and then she'll run the costs to me. Wave my hand, make sure they're all a good deal.
Maybe
They-
just Kick now then? Is that a good person to set up
yeah,
an
yeah.
application?
Go and ask Kick. Let her know. Let her know I sent you. So tell her that of Old Omega's recommending Miss Cindy Cinders
Yeah, that's it.
to speak to Sartris. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cheers. I'll do that. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Drinks on me for the. She'll like point to Patty and just sort of say, "Another drink for my friend dear."
You sure?
She nods.
All right.
Make it a strong one.
There's no risk of that. That'll be a gold piece, please, love.
Yeah, she'll give him a gold piece.
Another tipple of the Merryhold Red for you, sir. And he tips his cup to you. You see she reaches up, opens a little locked cabinet, and there's a bottle of bright crimson liquid there that she gets out and pours more into his cup.
Well, I better get back to my group, but I mean, I might see you around then.
Have a good evening, Cindy.
Yeah, and you, mate. She'll kind of like clink his little glass and then just like walk back to the table.
Yeah.
I got some info.
Oh, well done, Celia. What did you find out?
Well, he's the owner of the place, but he doesn't do much of the day-to-day stuff. So I think it sounds like a goblinoid name. Kick runs it. He said that I asked about maybe getting a job in that line of work, and he said that if I talk to Kick and say that he set up a meeting with Sartris, that we might be able to find a way of getting to talk to him, and then we can.
Oh. Maybe we should do that sooner rather than later. With the rumors going about already.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. What sort of time of day is it, Tom?
Kind of late afternoon. The sun's beginning to set. High fire is lowering towards the horizon.
Maybe we
People
go.
are starting to flock in after their workday.
Maybe we go first thing in the morning as soon as they open.
Well, I was thinking maybe if we rush there now, then if he's still there, we can have him set up a thing, and then we hopefully get one tomorrow.
Maybe. Yeah. Are they still open this time? I don't even know.
I don't know. It's maybe worth checking or asking.
I don't want to go back over there, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think we could all do with a rest, though, right? I don't want to. I don't think any news is going to spread 24 hours back to him.
Well, it's more just if he needs time to arrive for an appointment, then it's better to set it up the day before. But if you think it's fine, then just do it tomorrow.
I think it gives us some time to take things in, right? Plus,
Yeah.
Scrick looks busy, and she sort of stares over to whatever Scrick's he's cooking or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, you can't see Scrick right now. He's
Oh,
off in
okay.
the kitchens. Occasionally you see Pudley coming out, seems to be laughing away, making jokes with Scrick. Comes out bringing... People are starting to order food and drinks. The place is getting quite busy. All three of the Fishburns are busy about their business.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could do it tomorrow. If you think that's best.
Yeah, let's enjoy the evening. I wanted to I think we should ask around about see if there's anyone who might be looking for work. Maybe we could do with people to back us up,
I
like
don't really have enough money to hire people, though. Do you?
we got a few gold now from that farmer, right? I'm sure some
True.
I don't know, just what happened to. She kind of looks to Gwilyn and just says, I don't want your dad sending anyone more after you. I don't know, if we got some people to back us up, then
Maybe if Gwilyn could maybe wear a disguise from now on, I could make you one out of mud and make a clay mask and things like that.
That sounds awesome, Primrose, but I don't know how. Is that really a disguise? Won't
Oh,
people just wonder who the person with the clay mask is?
yeah, but at least they'll wonder, not go, oh, that's Gwilyn, you know?
That's fair, yeah.
But yeah, it might be uncomfortable, you know, but I could try and make it comfortable.
Whatever you guys think is best. The thought has crossed my mind. My dad won't stop. It's not that kind of person.
I think now we maybe pissed off this Sartre's fella as well. We should
Yeah.
we should get some muscle, at least whilst we're in Sea Spray. It can't, you know, a couple of gold is probably going to go a long way, right? To get somebody.
Mm,
It's better than
maybe.
nobody.
I wouldn't know where to hire anyone though.
What I think
Maybe that guard woman will know.
Well, I think she said here, right? That's what she said before.
Sure.
That,
Did
yeah,
she say that?
she did.
Well, yeah. Look around then, I guess.
Who are you looking for?
Let's look around for anyone who's looking particularly
Is
muscular.
there like a little notice board or anything? People like, I'm looking for work. I am a person of work. You know.
The place has a feel of that kind of thing tends to go through the Fishburns. The way that the three of them kind of move about, and like every time they bring a drink or drop off food, they stop and chat, even if it's only for like 30 seconds. It feels like they are kind of the notice board of this
Okay.
place.
Cool.
Can we just
I'll
see
say-
anyone like muscular or anyone who looks like?
Yeah, as people come in, there's lots of different people. There's a lot of dock workers. The smell of sweat and salt from the sea kind of fills up the place. But the sea breeze conquers everything eventually with the large windows facing the rest of the town. You see a number of different people. Probably one of the most muscular. There's a large GIF individual
Nice.
sitting at one of the tables. He's a big guy.
It's Commodore Crux.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we could ask if that particular guy is looking for anything.
Yeah, I mean we got plenty of time. We'll ask Patty and then ask around afterwards, depending on what she says. I guess.
Yeah, you want to ask Patty first?
Yeah, let's ask Patty, see what she says.
So what are you asking her?
Just if there's any hired muscle around here.
Well,
Oh.
and particularly if the GIF is looking for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd kind of lean over with a number of flagons held in her hands on the way to a different table. As the place is full up, the raucous cry of "Knucklebone" is shouted out a few times as people are playing the game, and you can see chalk is being used on the notice board to keep the high score for the night on the evening behind the bar. But she leans down to you. She says, "You're not short of muscle here. Plenty of dock workers who'd happily stand around and look surly for coin. If you're looking, though, for people who are actually going to get their hands dirty or bloody, you're better off going down by the warehouses in Saltcrest Bounty. There's some ne'er-do-wells there who, for a silver or so, would do whatever needs to be done. The gift's name's Hawk Royal Shine. He's a funny one. He's got a lot of muscle, that's no doubt, but he fancies himself a bit of a what's the word?
Gentleman.
He wants to give tours. He's trying to set up a walking tour of Sea Spray.
Oh,
So I'm not sure how much he'd be up for throwing his muscle around, but I don't know. Depends what you need it for, really.
Okay, maybe we should head down the warehouses then.
Careful
Yeah.
if you do, especially as hi-fi is setting.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's the morning.
Yeah, after we head to the shop.
Yeah.
Where was
Cool.
the warehouses, Tom?
Saltcrest Bounty. It's down by the coast. It's the north.
Cool.
Very cool. Does anybody wish to challenge the high score of Knucklebone? Currently standing at 5 for the evening.
Do we get anything if
Yeah.
we beat it?
Yeah, there's a prize.
Oh yeah, we might as well. If there's a prize, then we might as well.
No, I remember you telling me about this now. I couldn't
Did-
remember why we were talking about Puddly and Patty and Porky. And
You
now
were really into it last session. You were like, Knucklebone!
I know. Oh, I want to play. Yeah, but I think that's an Anya thing. I don't know if Morrigan wants to play.
There's a set of little bones on each table so that people can play Knucklebones at their leisure. If you want to play
And what is
Knucklebones,
Play it again?
it's nice and quick. Essentially, what you're trying to do is stack the Knucklebones as high as possible. You take it
Oh.
in turns going round, and you do thievery checks to see how dexterous you are with your hands, and then
Yeah.
depending on whether or not you complete that thievery check, I roll a certain number of dice, and if you get any doubles on d8s, then it tumbles down.
Stacking the bone.
Stacking the bones.
Bone Jenga.
Bone Jenga.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I
Like
feel
Bone
like
Buckaroo.
I
Kind of.
feel like Morrigan would not be into it. So
Morgan's just sitting there taking in the look of the people around.
yeah.
This is probably the most populous place she's ever been, so she might be feeling a little bit claustrophobic. She's lived in Rain on the Roof and then Lumen Village. This is like, the place is heaving now, and there's people standing, stacked at the bar. Probably a few of you are feeling a little bit like, whoa, it was never like this in the cracked lens.
Yep.
Up to you guys. If you want to play Knucklebones, you can. If not, no worries.
No, I don't think Primrose would bother.
Cool. So as the evening wears on, people come and go. Hawk Royalshine, you can see he moves between some of the tables, trying to invite people to take his tour. You think perhaps he might eventually make his way to your table, but he seems to get distracted with a group of ephemeral elven folk who look like they're traveling down from Crucible. But something does catch your eye as the evening begins to wear on. A kind of dismayed cry, not like an immediate help, but a kind of croaky old voice, quite high pitched, emanates, and a few heads turn in the inn, but others just ignore it entirely or shake their head and roll their eyes. You see a few people kind of joking and nodding their head towards a small gnomish gentleman at the door who's just come in through the doorway. He looks very bedraggled. He's got sort of bits of dirt and tangles in his white beard and hair. Wearing ragged clothes, a smell of kind of musty, swampy smell kind of wafts in. And you see a few people kind of waving him away from their table as he begins to make his way between the tables. And you think maybe this guy's down on his luck, maybe he's begging, but you quickly overhear his voice just saying, "Please, won't somebody help me? My family! He took my family!" As he makes his way around.
Oh, this guy.
And you hear it kind of goes on. And you see a few people just like, "Oh, get out of here, Cord." And he's like, "No, come on, somebody! It was a dragon! A dragon ate my family! There's a dragon in the sewers!"
Oh god.
Oh
As
dear.
he makes his way around the inn and eventually kind of makes eyes over towards you guys, and with a slap of his bare feet on the flagstones of the inn, sidles up to your table and like just grips onto the edge of your table. His little gnomish nose poking over the top of it. It's just like, please, please.
I
You
can
look like
tell
nice
I've already-
people.
I can tell I've already lived in Edinburgh for too long because I feel like he's gonna walk away and we'll notice there's like he's wearing like assless chaps or something. This just feels pretty normal to me now. Oh yeah, one of those.
Please, you look like good people. There's a dragon in the sewers. It ain't my family. You've got to help me.
Primrose's nose sort of twitches as it comes closer.
Yep, he
Um,
stinks.
What,
He's been
you,
in-
s- there's a dragon in the sewer. Do you think? How do you think he got there? What? Why is it? Why were you down there? Why was your? I've got so many questions.
It's where we live. It's our home.
You
He just
live in
came
the
out of
sewers?
nowhere. The green face, the fangs, the dripping maw. I barely made it out alive. He took my girls and my wife. As he kind of slumps his face on the table,
Oh,
and you can
dear.
see little tears rolling down into
no.
his beard.
Celia
That
kind of
is
pats
fucking
him on the
nuts.
head.
Don't know what I'm
Um,
gonna do.
What do you
Uh,
want?
uh.
What do you want to? What do you want? I mean, do you want revenge?
Kind of sniffs and looks up. Of course I want revenge. He killed them all. I don't have anything to give you, but I could. I could serve you for the rest of your lives. I just want to honor my girls, my wife.
This is a point
Sounds
Van the
where
muscle.
Sounds pretty dangerous having a dragon underneath a big populous place.
I know. The seawall, they won't believe me. They won't even let me onto the Gilded Isle to talk to the Baroness. I keep telling people, it could be your family next. The dragon, it waits down there, stinking of fish.
are you do you want to come with us? Do you want to fight with us? Fight this dragon if we if we helped you out?
Of course. I could show you the way. I know the sewers like back of my hand. Just
Are
gonna look sadly down at his old hand.
you good at fighting?
No. I'm more. We survived by hiding and running, but I think
Can-
the dragon sniffed us out.
I mean, you ever used a weapon at all?
Hunted fish sometimes. Stab him with a fork.
Oh no!
You know, this can't be an actual dragon down there. Come on.
Of course it is. Fucking what's his face's dragon? Armitage's fucking dragon.
Oh, what? Oh,
Lies.
fucking
How-
from the. Oh,
Yeah, how
no.
quickly you
I forgot
fucking
about that fucking
forget.
dragon.
Yeah, well, this is a point where I don't even know what Celia's character is at the moment anyway. So like, I just let's fucking help this gnome fuck. This like, I mean,
Primrose is sympathetic, but she doesn't think we could beat a dragon.
Tom,
Yes.
does it seem like he's being legit, or does it seem like when scammers are like, "Oh," and then you don't get an answer?
What is your? And you've gone very quiet, love. I don't know if you're leaning back from the microphone.
Oh, I couldn't tell if I was just being spectacularly unfunny or if I was
No,
if
no, you're
people
all good.
could hear me.
Yeah, you get a set. It's kind of difficult. The way the room is very disdainful of him. There's some looks of pity, and you can see when he came in, Patty kind of whispered something to Pudley, and you saw Pudley head off towards the kitchen, and you now see him kind of emerging with a hot meal and a drink for the guy. And there's some looks of kind of pity and mercy in the room, but nobody's taking him seriously, and a lot of people are just like, ugh, this guy again. You don't sense he's being deceitful, but from the look of him, you don't know how strong a grip he has on reality. it's kind of open to
He-
interpretation.
He lives in a sewer. I don't.
Yep. Allegedly. Yep.
His family just got eaten by a toilet dragon. I don't
Supposedly,
really
yeah.
know. Yeah, and I did like the idea that people were like, he was going up and being like, please, my family's been eaten by a dragon. You could be next, and they were just like, well, we don't live in the sewer, so we're probably fine.
Yeah.
This is
That
this,
would be one of the nicer responses he got from people around.
this is always a problem with D&D, right? Is that, or sorry, TTRPGs.
I will
The
say, don't worry about going
no,
meta and feeling like you need to follow the thread.
no, I know. This is my problem though. I want to follow the
Oh.
threads, but Celia's got no fucking reason
Yeah.
to trust this guy, or just or
And it's a dragon.
yeah.
Also, yeah. I mean, we also haven't got time to be fighting a bloody dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we've already distracted ourselves with the Sartre's
Yeah.
Harlan stuff, which is justifiable, in my opinion. But
Yep.
also,
Yeah.
I want to go meet fucking Armitage's dragon.
Well, rest assured that this is not the only thread that might lead you there. Because yeah, I
Well,
completely
well-
agree, and especially because this is compared to Lumen, this is a fucking metropolis, and you guys are in a busy pub, and a fucking crazy guy has just come in and ambushed you on your table, just like, help me, my family's been eaten by a dragon in the sewer. So I can't really imagine any of you being like, yeah, let's go.
Like a homeless guy coming up to your table to steal your chips.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If he was good at combat, I would have been like, hey, maybe we can get, since he offered us fucking stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
But
And then maybe he could help you. Yeah.
yes, but the fact he's gone, I stabbed a fish with a fork. I'm
Yep.
just like, that's the moment where City lost Celia. She was like, maybe we can help this guy and he might help us in turn. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Yep.
sort of half feel like he'd be like, I'm my family and the dragon, and someone put like a waitress come and put a plate in front of him, and he'd be like, ooh, and then you'd be like, the dragon, and he'd be like, ah, yes.
I do also want to point out that this is what I want to coin as the Lugu moment, as in when a character turns up and you're like, we really shouldn't do this. We should just seal the door off and never talk of it again. But we're gonna, like, we have to. It's too stupid.
Yeah.
What's his name? Can I just ask his name? Like, is that too much?
Cord McDougally. It's my name.
Hog?
Cord
Cord.
A
McDougally.
cord. Okay.
Christ.
Yes,
No,
because that
I
must
think
have picked this name.
No, I think Primrose was gonna be nice to him at least.
Yep.
You know what? Maybe if you could try and find some proof, maybe if you bring a scale from the dragon or
No,
Yeah.
don't tell him to do that.
something, and maybe the gods will believe you. Who knows?
Proof. I could get proof. I'll have to go down. and
No,
escape
don't.
his wrath.
Don't
Yeah, but
don't
not
tell
near,
him to
but-
go down there. That's a bad idea. Just hey, listen here, McDougally Cord.
I thought he lived down there.
Yeah, but he doesn't anymore. He's been kicked out of his home. Okay,
Where do
so
you live now?
I sleep by the trees in the dark moon wood.
Oh, okay.
Cord, look, be safe, and if you can find some more evidence of other things happening, then maybe come back to us. But we're pretty busy. We've got our own stuff to do, and I'm sure other people will just tell you to piss off. So we're willing to listen, but you need more evidence first. You need to find something that's something more than just what. Yeah.
You see under his bushy eyebrows, his little watery eyes kind of quivering. It's like, oh, all right. And
I'm
Pudley kind of steps up behind him and puts a kindly arm across his shoulders, just like, "All right, Cord. Let's leave these nice people be for now."
I'm sorry about your family, Cord.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
really sad.
kind of
Right.
slumps his shoulders.
If you find out more about whatever killed them and whoever's responsible, then come back. We'll be around for a little while, and we're not heartless. We're willing to help.
All right, I'll come back. I'll come back with proof. I'll take down the dragon.
Mhm.
Pudley's like, "Sure you will, Cord. Come and have some dinner."
I fucking feel fucking so sad for this guy. What the fuck?
He's too
Yeah.
funny to feel bad for.
Hell no! Fuck off! His family
So
died.
sad, yeah.
It's
just
so
like,
Dragon
sad.
was.
The dragon in the sewer!
That makes it even more sad. Oh. I just hate the thought
I
of
mean-
just like, can you imagine if your family was killed in a sewer, Kieran, and then
No, they get flushed away.
and then you're going around telling everyone there's a fucking dragon in the sewer, and no one believes you.
You might think, as your characters think, it's probably not a dragon. It could still be something bad, but maybe not as big as a dragon, like a wyvern or some shit like that. There's loads of bad shit down in the sewers. It could be any of it, and he might just be insane and saying it's a dragon, right?
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Either way, I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel sad for this
But
guy.
yeah, the fact that his family's dead anyway, either way, whether it's the dragon or not, it's still sad.
Yeah. You see Pudley usher him over, and he's got his own little table. Put some food down for him. And Pudley kind of sits with him for a little while and listens to him. So he's not abandoned, but yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the evening wears on. You see a number of different faces come and go. It's a really broad range of people. You see some very obvious upper crust tourists coming in who have a real kind of haughty air and are like pointing around in the inn, just like, "Ooh, look at how the lower people live." But whether or not you find this satisfying, you also see that as they leave, a few of the kind of shifty-eyed folk move to follow them out of the inn. There's definitely a very kind of lively, lived-in sense here. The beating heart of Sea Spray. You get the feeling, you kind of at one point you look to a corner and you see kind of people sheltering a number of bottles that they scrape across the desk and quickly pull a bag of coins that jingle and hide under their cloak straight away. There's some shady dealings, and a few times someone's like, "Oh, I just beat the high score," and someone else is like, "No, you didn't, you fucking cheated. Let's take this outside," and they kind of tumble past some of the tables, and Porky, who's a bit more sturdy than the other Fishburns, kind of like ushers them out into the street, and some people are like, "Fight, fight, fight," and head outside to join them. It's a far cry from the kind of sleepy evenings that you'd have at the Cracklands Inn back in Lumen.
Yeah.
But maybe your characters find it exciting, scary, a mixture of the two, overwhelming. But as the high fire is long since set, and the glow of Cena and her sons, the three moons are in the sky. Patty kind of comes by your table.
I have something I want to do.
Oh yeah, please.
Could I look around the pub and see
Mhm.
if there's any sign of Zenthi, the sable man?
Yeah, he definitely would have come in at a point. Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's take it back up.
I would like not necessarily to approach him, but I would like to approach Patty, and she's under the pretense of going to sort of thank him. She'll sort of go up to him, and then she will buy him a drink, so I can deduct whatever silver I need to.
Copper, just for
Yeah.
like an standard ale. The stuff you bought for Omega was very fancy stuff.
It's 10 copper, so I'll do 9
Yeah.
copper. Yeah, she'll buy him a drink just separately, just sort of saying, not in a like she wants to talk to him, just sort of saying, hey, hope you have a good evening. Good luck with, everything. But then she wants to talk to Patty separately, and she wants to ask her about the fact that a certain Korean moon was seen 4 days ago within this particular settlement. And yeah, she wants to ask for information.
Okay. Yeah, Patty. And you can see Patty is excellent at what she does. She runs this place like a finely tuned machine, and in between, like clearing one table, bringing stuff out, chatting to someone else, waving someone goodbye, ushering some people up to their room, she holds a conversation with you throughout, and just says, "Oh yeah, Korean. Often, well, let's just say I tend to put an order in for some new glasses anytime I know that his lot are rolling into town. They tend to be a bit rowdy or get themselves into a bit of mischief every now and then. But yeah,
his wait,
4 days ago.
his lot. He wasn't alone.
No, sorry, I just assumed you knew. He's part of a traveling troupe, kind of like performers, not quite a circus, but they travel along the roads and perform for whoever they can, really, for coin. They put on a great show here. We push some of the tables together, and they get up on it. Music, dancing, feats of daring do. He had a knife juggler with him last time he came through.
What are they called?
Sorry?
What are they called?
Oh. The Moon Trailers.
I mean, what, sorry?
The Moon Trailers.
The Moon Traders. And anyway,
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well.
the bunch, I know him well.
Indeed.
He's finally back to kick some tail.
Yeah, it's his troupe. Every time he comes by, there's different people. I think I've seen him have this. I've seen one of them stick around for a while.
Wait, there's one still here.
How do you mean?
Wait, there's one still in.
Oh no,
Spring?
I mean one that like every time he comes in with a troupe of different faces. Like they seem to come and go, different performers with him.
Yeah, I get you.
But there's one who seems to stick by him, a tabaxi.
What's his name? Or their name?
I've never asked. Sorry. He can't. You'll understand if you see their performance. He's kind of the front man, the voice, the face, the show. He's the kind of person where if you went up and tried to speak to the tabaxi, he would interject and answer for them.
Right.
And the others don't seem to mind.
See,
But I got a sneaking suspicion that's why he often has different people with him.
Celia's like slightly tipsy at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of chugs back another ale that she's been nursing. And just says, did he say anything? Does he ever say anything?
He said a lot. He said a lot, sweetheart. He proclaimed that the Moon Trailers were putting on their best show and that people should follow them to Crucible. They're going to put on the greatest show Hespia's ever seen. He chatted up anyone who would give him the time of day. I think I caught him chatting up one of the horses in the stables at one point, and he got enough drinks down him.
Korean, you mean?
Yeah, he's a nice guy, and to his credit, I don't often see him taking anyone, off to his room or anything. He's a talker.
Right. Right. Yeah. Of course.
He's
Of
a very
course he
handsome
is.
guy. She kind of blushes. I have to send Porky out for
Was
the
he?
supplies. He gets a bit jealous.
He was heading. Which way was he heading? He was.
Off to Crucible, they said, but I imagine they'll stop off at Tilda's Touch for a while. I know
Where?
they
Sorry, Tom. Where?
That's fine.
If one was traveling to Crucible from Sea Spray.
Yeah.
Where else, apart from Lumen, might one travel? Like, have travelled from?
So, if I take you to, let's take you to the Hunter's Coast map.
Yeah, just so I can.
So, it's a long stretch from Sea Spray up to Crucible. You can't even see Crucible on this map, it's just off of it. It's like up here in the north. Often, people traveling between Sea Spray and Crucible will stop off at a very famous, you guys would have heard of it, a very famous rest stop called Tilda's Touch, which began as a small roadhouse and inn, but has expanded into a whole number of different buildings that enclose a large courtyard, and is famous for its broad variety of peoples and performances. It's a place that celebrates diversity and champions minorities. Tilda is a title given to the person that runs the place in honor of its original founder, but it's been handed down through multiple iterations of the current, and the current Tilda is a very flamboyant lizard folk who paint their scales all different colors, and it's a place that people like to stop off. It's always fun, and it attracts lots of performers from all over the world. People travel from other nations to go to Tilda's Touch and see it there.
I believe that's where Eleanor would have been from.
Yeah, there you go.
My point more was, though,
yeah,
as I'm looking at the map especially,
yeah,
why would the fuck would someone travel to Sea Spray and then, if they were coming from Crucible, if they were not just heading straight back?
People do head straight back, but they come to Sea Spray for the coast.
Yeah, of course, but I mean,
Sea Spray is the kind of
you wouldn't Sea Spray's
certainly
not a passing through area. Is my point?
No,
it's
for
more of a
most people,
destination.
Sea Spray is the end of the line.
Yeah,
Lumen isn't considered by many to be an attractive destination.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Celia just kind of looks at Patty and doesn't really say anything.
Yeah. Patty would kind of raise an eyebrow, and you can see she's a smart person. She kind of registers that something's going on with you, but she's also a very busy person.
Mm.
And she kind of just says, looks like you've had a long day. Sweetheart, you may want to head up to your rooms. They're all prepped for you.
Yeah, maybe.
She kind of bustles off.
Celia's gonna slip out.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in front of everyone.
She's gonna try and slip out without being noticed, with the best of the crowd and all that.
Let's do a stealth check. With being a little bit drunk, but then the crowd will call it a wash. Just a straight stealth check from you, please.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm confident that beats everybody's perception DCs, so you successfully slip out without your companions noticing.
Celia is going to head to Saltcrest Bounty, to the warehouses.
Mm-hmm. And move us over to Sea Spray map.
What's going on? I don't get it.
Celia's had an idea, I think. So, the Salty Knucklebone is... Nope, I keep clicking in the wrong place. It's this one here. Big red roofed one here. So you're going to head up through the Lane of Wonders and then cut left to Saltcrest Bounty?
Yeah,
Okay. You head out into the night air. The sea breeze is cool on your skin. Sobers you up slightly. Lots of people are still milling about, heading in and out of the Salty Knucklebone behind you.
she's
You head off?
gonna look for the biggest fucking guy she can. Biggest fucking most toughest looking guy she can.
Right. Like around the inn or just in general?
No, around the warehouses.
Oh, okay. So you head through. The Lane of Wonders is deserted at this point. The shops are closed for the night, but you see the interesting wares kind of displayed in their windows. You cut through some of the ruined walls at the back of the Lane of Wonders and head into the warehouse and working area known as Saltcrest Bounty. Doesn't take you long. There are a number of groups of surly-looking folk standing on corners. Some looking shifty, some looking worn out, some looking like they're taking a break from a night shift, working in a warehouse. But yeah, you find a big, muscle-bound Goliath individual, 7.5 feet tall, standing with his back to you. On the corner of a warehouse.
She's gonna clock him in the back of the head.
I thought that was coming. You just cold clock him on the back of the head. The effect is immediate. There's a grunt and a cry. What the fuck? As he turns round, and you can see he doesn't hold a particular weapon, but he immediately kind of squares up and lunges towards you. What's Celia intending to do? Just have it out with this guy?
Yeah, fist fight him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Rather than
Yeah,
roll,
do not expect to
eccentrically-
play it out. Yeah. This is a role play moment, not a combat moment.
Yeah, could you just roll a d20 for me?
Okay, let's use this new fancy. Ooh, it's nice. Oh, hero point. Wait, do I have a hero point?
You would have had a hero point.
I
for your
already-
roleplay.
Oh, thank you. Well, I will use it. It's a little bit low. Oh, that's a lot better.
So, the adrenaline pumps through your system, and what had been hazy edges to your vision from the tipsiness sharpen into harsh focus. Thoughts of the combats you've had so far, the close scrapes, the getting knocked down, the questions you have boiling inside your mind, everything going on, just fuel every fist you throw as the Goliath lunges. You duck under the blow, thinking of Mother Bear's training, and shove your fist up into his gut, winding him badly. He tries to throw an elbow to the side to get you away from him. You catch it in one hand, twist his arm around, and taking the back of his head in your other hand, slam his face into the wall. Crunch as his face dents into the side of the building. He kind of staggers back and you circle round. He tries to aim a couple of kicks and you just block them and go in for another one, uppercut to the jaw as he goes tumbling down in front of you, out cold. Absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, she it's almost not what she was looking for.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
on that note, 'cause I think I know what she was looking for,
Yeah.
you can see other people have begun to boil out of the warehouses. A couple of people are calling out, just like, you just see that? She's beating him up. And you get the feeling if you stick around, people are kind of encircling.
She is sticking around.
Okay. With that natural 20, you put up a good fight,
Yeah.
cracking noses, throwing elbows and everything, but eventually someone gets in, clocks
Mhm.
the side of your head, your vision goes blurry, you feel a rib strain, maybe break, someone kicks your legs, you get buckled down, and eventually you're just given an absolute hammering in the streets in between the warehouses in Saltcrest Bounty.
She wants to take note of the person who like gave her ribs a proper bruising.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'd say you would take note of a athletic rather than burly looking Hadozi gentleman with the long limbs of the Hadozi ancestry. He had kind of fainted to the side, so you'd went to block an attack that wasn't there and landed this excellent punch into your ribs. He wears a long hooded cape behind him, and you can see that there's like a distinctive scar splitting his bottom lip on the left hand side of it. He seemed to take offense to you having utterly destroyed the Goliath.
She'll as she gets like gathers herself after she's been beaten senseless.
Mm-hmm.
She'll hold out 2 gold, 3 silver, 9 copper pieces to that particular
Okay.
dozy,
Mm-hmm.
and say, "I'm looking to hire the man who bruised my fucking ribs and just spits blood on the floor."
A few of the people that have gathered start to disperse, and you can hear the shouts of some seawall militia running over. But the Hadozi like keeps a solid eye contact with you and has a cocked eyebrow. But it's an impressive amount of coin in your hand. You can see he like reaches out to take it and just says, "Come by this warehouse tomorrow."
She gives him the coin.
Okay. He nods and then swiftly disappears as the militia run up.
Yeah,
Like, what's going on here?
she flees and makes her way back to the pub.
Okay. Very cool. So the rest of you are treated to the sight. You sort of lost sight of Celia. Perhaps some of you noticed. Scrick, you're working your ass off. It's a busy evening, so not you. But Primrose and Morrigan, you may have noted, and Gwilyn definitely would. After a while, she'd probably be a little bit worried at this point. And
Yeah.
seeing you come back with like a black eye and holding your side.
Oh no, Celia, what happened? We lost you for a while there.
He just sits down and says, "I think I found us someone to be some muscle for us."
And they beat you up?
"It's all good." She just like points to Patty and just says, "Another drink."
Patty's
Primrose
just like,
will hear you as well.
yeah, I'm gonna give you something a little stronger. Looks like you need it.
She nods.
Gwilyn
Primrose.
just looks aghast.
Primrose pulls a load of mud out of her bag and
Oh,
starts
yeah.
putting it on your wounds. Celia.
The healing mud.
Healing mud.
She just sips her drink and has a bit of a grin on her face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Well, we
cool.
finish the very last thing as Gwilyn begins to chide / is super excited for you to tell her what's happened. Celia, but is also like, what the fuck are you doing going off by yourself? The last thing I'll say is that I think probably all of you, again, except Scrick, who's working away in the kitchens, would have noticed. I'd say probably Primrose the most. I think Celia would have been distracted by everything going on in the Knucklebones and what have you. But Primrose, you would have noticed a very, very overtly kind of almost shimmeringly beautiful woman with long red hair and glimmering like sea blue eyes. Had been making quite considerable eye contact with you and your table, just kind of looking over and smiling on occasion. For a period of maybe kind of like periods of eye contact, not continuously staring, over maybe like 20 minutes. Do you think Primrose would have done anything in that time?
She definitely would have mentioned it to Morrigan and Gwilyn at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you noticed that lady over there? She occasionally staring at us. Just for a little while. And then she'd probably wait for Senior to
Yeah.
appear before doing anything.
Would Morrigan have reacted in any particular way? If Morrigan's there. Anjo Banjo may have fallen asleep. Oh.
No, not especially. She'd probably just be like, "Well, we're outsiders, you know. It's only to be expected, you know, in a
Yeah,
place like."
That's true.
and that makes a lot of sense. Is this woman does have like a curious look in her eyes, like she's kind of curious about you guys. But at the end of the 20 minutes, she leaves. She gets up, finishes her drink, and kind of very very kind of overly feminine walk out of the room, and you see a few people in the room kind of follow her as she leaves. Not out of, but like their eyes, their attention follows her as she leaves.
Primrose would have asked Gwilyn as well whether she recognised her.
Gwilyn would have said she doesn't recognize her, but you would have seen Gwilyn go quite red, and she would have been like, "She's very pretty."
Would she have recognised any of the people around her?
Gwilyn?
Yeah, Gwilyn. Would she have
Yeah, no. Gwilyn doesn't recognise anyone in here, and the woman sat alone.
Okay. Just the people that are left with her or behind her.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no recognition there at all.
Okay.
But with that strange note, we will call tonight's session to an end.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Celia being badass at the end there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well,
cool.
being a dumbass, but yeah.
Well,
Dumbass.
She could have just got robbed, like, thanks for the money, sucker.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you hadn't rolled that nat 20, you weren't going to be able to talk to someone. You'd just get knocked the fuck out.
Yep. This is fully what I expected.
Risk reward.
That's honestly what I expected more than the nat 20. So.
Yeah, the nat 20. Definitely cool there. But yeah, there we go.
How many days has it been? I want my dandy back.
Unfortunately, this is still the first day that you arrived in Seaspray, although this is about to pass. So it's about to be the 9th of Old Sin, and Dandy got killed by the big frog man, which was 8th here.
For some reason I want to say 7th, but
It was this. I think you've got one more day after this next day.
Okay.
He'll definitely be back by the time you leave, and I think he'll definitely be back long before that. So I think probably at the end of the next day, so the end of the 9th of Oldson, I'll make myself a note so we don't forget. I think Dandy will have fully grown. So he's looking healthy in the pot, but he's not yet ready to leave it. But he's growing well.
Okay. She
It's
still
like-
talks to him.
Yeah.
is that baby Groot?
Yeah. So the 10th of Oldson.
Did anyone else see Guardians 3? Just I've never thought to ask.
No, I haven't been to the cinema in a while.
Oh, it's real
It's
good.
so good.
Oh,
So
nice.
Hannah said it was better than the second one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
You don't. Yeah, Marvel films have gone to shit, but this one was real good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
James Gunn knows what he's doing.
Awesome.
I'll give it a watch then.
Would recommend. Oh, that was a good session, Tom. Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys. Very, very cool. I love this little group.
Very fun combat.
I love yes, I really enjoyed as the DM in that combat. And I don't know, even with the number of combatants, the rounds go so quick with the turns.
Yes,
I really like that.
Yeah.
I do think, like, from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
as Pathfinder, I do you think we should try to, like, maybe meta communicate? I know we discussed this, Tom, a little bit.
Yeah, I think because this game is the way this game is balanced is around teamwork, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was always going to be one of the things that we would need time to get used to in the system, because 5e 100%, and it's a real strength of 5e, promotes the individual fantasy, the individual turn, the not needing to. And obviously, you do have synergies and teamwork and what have you, but the Pathfinder is meant to be, the combat is meant to be solved as a team, where you might spend a turn like, it's like a lot of alley-oops kind of thing, like you're setting up someone else doing well, whether that is, you know, Celia tanks someone but then also shoves them to the ground because that gives -2 AC to the guy for the, you know, everyone else to take a shot before that guy is able to get back up again. So you know, it's all that kind of stuff. So yes, I know we were funny about it sometimes with D&D, in terms of like being too meta with the combat, but I'm very happy and would encourage you guys to just chat with each other throughout, because we're this is still a new system to us. We're all learning it, and it's starting. I'm starting to really notice it as the DM, where the difference teamwork makes and how scary some of the creatures can seem when you like square up one-on-one with them, but how well they can be dealt with as a team. And for reference, you guys did that combat super well. The protector tree, the Celia spending her turn, and you saw it happen multiple times. Like every modifier makes a difference. Like the +1 AC on Gwilyn saved her from getting hit. It was a long time before anyone even got hit at all. So it was really good play. So yeah, please feel free. If you're on your turn, you're like, does anybody want me to do anything, or what's the plan, guys, or what have you?
I think it's...
So, what would help me in that regard
Yes,
is to be able to see other people's sheets, see what they can do.
of course, yeah.
Um,
I can make them visible.
So unless anyone's got a secret
No, I don't.
stat
Secret
block or
tunnel.
something, then it would help me to know what people can do, so I can be like, Celia can do
Yeah.
this, so therefore I can combo
Yeah,
with this, you
that
know?
makes sense to me.
I think it's also important to remember, like, with 5e, there was a long time where we, like, not only, like, narratively, but, like, mechanically, we basically were like, no, you cannot discuss meta stuff, because we were like,
Yeah.
it costs your entire reaction to even talk to your teammates. And it's like, I think that's really led us to play into this very specific play style of like, we literally play for very quite selfish role playing, I feel like, and that's not always a bad thing. Like, when I say selfish, I don't mean like you're doing stuff at the like detriment to other people, especially not in 5e, because I don't think in 5e like it matters. You can literally,
if I remember it was to try and avoid metagaming.
yes, absolutely. But I think that was in 5e, I think that actually sort of made sense, because 5e is like, it's like Tom was describing, it's such like this individual system. And like I just remember like running Strahd. Sorry, go on, Hannah, I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, I'm interrupting you, but I was just gonna say that it's, I think you can have a balance between like the metagaming part of it. Like I think we're good enough now to recognize what is actually metagaming.
Yes, agreed.
The
Yeah,
characters are gonna know that. So where it's different wherever you're doing tactics, I think.
yes, I agree. And I think like I remember in 5e like running like Strahd, for example, and I remember like I remember the system being like so individual to the point where it was like, basically, as long as Anya did like just played Nigel as Nigel, as long as she wasn't like, I'm gonna make Nigel like fly away, it didn't matter, because Nigel was just Nigel, and Nigel would win combats basically single-handedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same for like Blam in first
Yeah.
Tom's campaign.
Barbarians are their engine.
Exactly, and it's like it didn't really matter what everyone else did, as long as the like one person was doing their job. Like as long as Bungo healed, it didn't matter what everyone else did, because you could kind of just do your roleplay stuff and it didn't matter. But I've noticed already in Pathfinder, like in the final fight of Serrated Isles, like
Mhm.
that really, like, if there wasn't the narrative stuff with Slug, we
Yeah.
would have wiped. I think we 100% would have wiped.
Yeah,
Yep.
Um,
And to be clear, that wasn't. I didn't give you a crazy boss then. That was
No.
well, it wasn't the moderate level. It was the one above from it. So it was meant to be
Yeah.
tough, but it wasn't meant to be like extreme or anything.
So I
Yeah.
think today, like for me, the demonstrator was quite important for just like, I'm not saying people can't role play and stuff like that. That's like really not. But I think more communication is really important. Like with Kieran having the cool idea of going off and like freeing the bear. It's like that's a cool idea, but also it was very much like Scrick's idea, and it wasn't necessarily what was like
If we'd
might
prepared
have if we
beforehand, it might have been
yeah
fine.
exactly
Be like,
like
all right, everyone get on high level, sort of thing.
exactly yeah. If Kieran had been like, I'm gonna free the fucking bear. That's my
Yeah.
idea. That at least like communicating his idea before, because if I'd known he was gonna communicate like free the bear, I'd have been like, okay, fuck, let's fucking do this. Do you know what I mean? I think just more communication in Pathfinder as a team is more important. Like you were
But
saying,
also
Tom.
like we're also like with the class thing though. So like in Serrated, I as a barbarian, I've already raged. So if you want to do some diplomacy or talking, you need to somebody needs to tell the barbarian basically, because
Before
otherwise
you
I can't stop
rage.
fighting. Yeah, basically. So otherwise diplomacy ain't gonna work. So I'm just gonna be bashing shit.
Yeah. No, I fully agree, and I really liked your point about seeing the other cheats, Hannah. I think everyone understanding each other's strengths is such a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I said about the shoving thing or what have you. If anyone makes someone flat-footed, for example, because Scrick's a rogue, he'll do a load more damage
Yeah.
to those
Oh,
people,
nice.
and so on.
I was sort of hoping I would get
And I've
hit
got
because I
spells
had
from
that
that.
reaction that could make them flat-footed, and I was like, "Come
Oh, yeah,
on,
yeah,
hit
yeah.
me!"
What's the one that I've got? Oh, it doesn't do that, but I've got like Tanglefoot, and I'm probably gonna get other things that can do that sort of stuff as well. So that would work well with Strip as well. But
Yeah,
yeah, so it's
absolutely.
nice to know what the like triggers rogue stuff. And,
Yeah, like
yeah.
what
Mhm.
how do people work best in combat? It's an interesting. I've thought about as I tend to do with any of this stuff. I've thought about the group's composition quite a lot, and it's an interesting one. It's actually quite. I know it probably hasn't felt like it because Celia's gone down and what have you, but it's actually a very resilient group composition if you play to its strengths, because both druids and witches are very good, and I think it's the early level spellcaster thing hamstringing you. But as we sort of grow into the campaign, they're both very good at controlling the battlefield.
Yeah,
And when
that
you've
is what
got
I'll be focusing on.
yeah, and when you've got two battlefield controllers, a tanky frontliner, and then the gap that's left is damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we haven't
it's
got a lot of damage.
as a group, it's worth thinking about like, what does one of us want to kind of specialize in damage more, or just think about who's going to be the damage dealer? As a rogue, Scrick can kind of do it, but his damage is kind of gated behind flat-footed a lot of the time, because sneak attack makes a big difference, especially when you're shooting a short bow, which is just d6 by itself, but with sneak attack becomes 2d6, which is suddenly a lot more damage.
I was kind of hoping that, or assuming or thinking that Morrigan would go into Revna more, and Revna can go in and attack shit and do some damage.
Yeah, in fairness, because Anya, we're in a very mad time at the moment.
Yeah.
Anya and I still need to sort the familiar master ability stuff, which would probably push into that. And
because I'm probably going to go very healy and like battlegroundy.
yeah,
as well.
is that what you'd want to do as Morrigan, Anya? Like, do you like I know combat isn't really something you're massively into anyway, but if you just kind of imagine in your mind, like your kind of dream for how you imagine Morrigan would be affecting combat is like channeling through Revna or having Revna attacking people or what have you. Is that what you'd want to do, or is it something different?
So why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. But would
Yeah.
Revna mind?
Well, Revna is one with you. Um,
Okay.
I guess
No.
it's just the thing where are you going to make Revna stronger or are you going to make Morrigan stronger?
yeah, true.
I guess.
Ooh, I just had an idea.
Oh, go
But
on.
it's up to you, Anya.
Well, you can tell me in a minute, and I can tell you yes or no.
We could change. I know you love because it's witchy stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to focus on Revna, we could change you to the summoner class because
Maybe.
that would have Revna act like properly being a big badass kind of thing.
Which is too hard.
You did, yeah. For someone who doesn't particularly like the combat stuff in a system that's already more complex, you did because you love witches in real life and
Yeah.
what have you. You
Yeah.
did unfortunately get stuck with one of probably the second most complex class in the entire game after
Isn't-
Oracle.
And also a
Isn't
class that's
Summoner
about to
quite-
change a load as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. With the
Oh.
remaster,
Yeah.
and one that many people have said is, yeah, on the weaker side.
Isn't Summoner supposed to be quite difficult as well, though?
I think Summoner, the difficulty, from what I understand, I might be completely wrong. The difficulty comes from understanding the getting a feel for how the action stuff works.
Mm.
But I've spoken to Anya about the combat stuff, and I've been wanting to make a sort of like what Natalie did for Storied Horizons.
Oh yeah.
I think Anya, I don't want to speak for you, but I think you really liked having that kind of clear thing to do in combat with I've forgotten his name, Brunk and Zappa. So I was thinking of doing that, which I think would resolve the potential complexity from Summoner Hannah, because it would basically be like
Like a guided summoner.
yeah, Anya would choose from like because the complexity in Summoner isn't from like, whereas with Witch it's like, oh, you've got 20 different things you could choose to do this turn, and they all have marginal differences and effects on things, and it's all kind of like
It's more like the
super
leveling up
complex.
and stuff like that.
Yes, Summoner is like
I want to play Summoner at some point. So.
yeah, I've seen super cool Summoner builds that I would love to play as well. The plant summon thing is so fucking cool for like controlling the battlefield and stuff. But cool. Well, Anya and I can have a talk about that. But yes, in general, I 100% agree. I think we've kind of hurtled into Pathfinder, and I love how much everyone's engaging with it. But I think it's good to kind of reflect and think.
Yeah,
This isn't 5e, and actually, what I when I first came to it, and I was like, oh, this just solves problems. It's not that. It's a completely different.
Yeah, I agree.
Game.
I really agree with that point.
And
I think it's just like, if we're gonna play a new system, let's fucking embrace it. Like, let's do.
yeah,
Like, I think
Making big changes.
it's so easy to fall back into those 5e and just like habits, and I think unless we fully embrace a system, it's not really given its chance to shine as what it can be. And I think also it's like, I think also because it is so teamwork focused, like you were saying, Tom, it's like I think it's more important to think that, hey, my actions really affect the entire team. Like 5e, they only affect you, I think, like really
a lot of the time.
a lot of the time.
I will say I think it's a delicate balance though, because there's a lot of times where the optimal thing is not what the character's gonna do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I think you kind of just have to weigh that up as an individual player, and sometimes be like, hey, look, this is like today, this wasn't really a hard combat. We knew how you can tell the fact that by few rounds in we haven't taken any damage.
Yeah,
We're not in
they
any
went apples.
danger. Exactly, they're throwing apples. Let's put it that way. Like,
Yeah.
but
Hey man, I did some damage with that apple.
but final battle of Serrated Isles was obviously a very hard combat, and
Mhm.
I think there's important to be like, I don't know, it's important to I just think it's important to communicate and be like, you know, what's our stance as a team here rather than what's our stance as an individual, because 5e is all about the individual and this is all about the team. I think just that communication is so
revel in
important
how much-
to
Sorry.
everyone's fun. I think it's about everyone's fun, right? Like,
And I will also say I strongly encourage you, like Scrick did in the combat, to interact with the terrain.
yes,
The
absolutely.
rules of Pathfinder have so much more stuff for interacting, which is why I gave you guys the kind of upstairs,
I'm
the
jumping on hay bales.
covers, the hay bales, which was really great. Cover is a really big thing, like moving behind so that someone doesn't have clear line of sight to you. Literally gives you bonuses to your armor class just by being behind it.
Mhm.
You don't have to take the take cover action. That just increases the armor bonus and so on. So it's a dynamic. It's meant to be a dynamic battlefield. So like when we started that combat, and I was like, you know, they're spreading out. They're going to the left and to the right, and it's a lot more like that. Whereas I know we're used to one of the drawbacks of 5e's combat is that you can often end up with kind of the front lines clashing and just staying there, and then the back lines standing behind. As the DM, I will be trying to use the terrain and the space to my advantage, you know, depending on the intelligence of the creatures. But I really encourage you to do the same.
Yeah.
Because it
For
will
sure.
make a difference. But yeah, anyway, it is late.
Yep,
Thank you all
sorry.
very much. I'm hoping to run again next week, but I will, or in a few days. But I can't do Sunday, but I'm hoping to do Monday if people can do Monday.
That should be fine
Yeah.
for me. I think so, yeah.
Better because my mum's gone.
Oh, is she coming up?
Yeah, on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, I love Kieran's mum. Kieran's mum's great.
I will be.
I love my mum too.
I am working. I've got a 6-day week in a row. It's really annoying. But I at worst I'll be late for the session because I'll have to. If I'm working late, I will have to shower and shave, and
Yeah, of
I
course.
just shave my body my entire body every fucking day. It's not fun.
Ugh, I
We
can't
could
even.
we could do Scrick's meeting. That might kill
Yes,
some time.
Well,
that
I was going to say there are two things at the beginning of the day: Scrick's meeting, and then something for Miss Fateweaver
that works out quite well then.
that we need to do. So that works perfectly.
Is everyone okay for Cthulhu tomorrow at the same time, 7:30?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it.
I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for that.
So scary.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, that doesn't really fill us with confidence, to be honest with you.
Hey, Cthulhu's a system where people potentially die.
Yep.
Yep, Joe Brown's gonna die, 100%.
I've also,
My 30 sanity.
By a
I'm
very
not feeling too
average
confident.
I've also I don't want to keep people too much longer, but I've been umming and ahhing about it ages. Cthulhu, this campaign, and I've really sort of like cemented my decision on it. It's like, depending on certain actions you take in this scenario, it will decide what the next scenario is.
Ooh,
So there's 2 scenarios I've got, and it depends what happens at the end of the scenario.
that's
And
super cool.
and so it's going to be really cool seeing like what route you guys end up to the final scenario. It's like, oh, this is really cool, because some scenarios now like will either be definite or cut like from the overall thing, which is really cool. I think
Branching pathways.
branching
Love that shit.
pathways. Yeah,
Well, you know, that's if we don't die.
Yeah.
if you don't all
A
die.
pathway of into the dirt.
Yeah, I think I'd be surprised if all of you die, but we'll see.
We'll see. All right. Thank you all.
Thank
Lovely,
you,
lovely
Tom.
stuff.
Bye.
everyone.
Have a
Bye.
lovely evening.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Thank you. You
Bye.
too. Bye.